That was only a 40-minute conversation over the phone. No, I know, but I'm like, could you imagine if I was doing 8 hours a day? No, I didn't, but... Oh, she kept saying if I need a break, she'll call me back later. I'm like, no, we're doing this! Hey, Deadly, how you doing? Hey, Lorelei. Hey, Alan, how you doing, man? How you doing? Food is always good. Food is always good.
It's that bad, huh? Hold on.
It's bad.
No.
Well, I'm also having bad issues.
Well, we know because you crashed into 6 cop cars.
I
Alright, I'm submitted. I got an I voted sticker. Yeah. By the way, sorry.
Bless you, baby. I voted sticker. Yay! It is voting, yes. The elections are on. This is City Hall. Sorry.
Right? Yeah.
Same.
That's
So
what
what
it
about
is.
now? No?
What? We'll do it tomorrow, yeah. put that blue smoke on. Actually, while I think about it, there's they now have a bicycle patrol for LSPD. That's fucking hilarious. Lorelei, I'm honestly not sure how many days we have to vote, so that's why I went straight ahead and did it. Oh, okay, so there's like 4 days. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, McDonald's fucking emailed me. I thought it was something important. So guys, I forgot to turn Little Wolf Boy on. Do we want Little Wolf Boy, or do we not want Little Wolf Boy? That is the question. Alright, give me a minute. I'll pull over here in a second. Ta-da! Now let's hope to God that this guy doesn't freeze up on us. Should see if Liz is around as well. Okay, good. They are getting me the Freedom of Information stuff I requested. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Anders.
Stryker, why is your name on the lawyer application instead of the LEO?
What?
Why is your name under the lawyer listing instead of detectives?
Oh, because I'm a lawyer. Yeah, no.
Well, I wish you luck, my guy.
Well, so I mean, so far it's going well. I got a win on the first case, so I'm gonna say that's going okay.
There you go. There you go. Alrighty. Well, I was hunting for a DOJ member and I saw your name. I figured I'd call see what's going on. But congratulations, and I hope you're well.
Yeah, no. If you ever need anything because you fuck up, feel free to give me a call. Well,
It's fairly inoften that I do, but if I do, I'll let you know. All right.
All right, not a problem, man.
All right. Peace. Bro.
See you. We need to get a race set up that goes around the island. Like the Isle of Man. Like the TT. Hello.
Sorry, I was,
Okay.
just, finished a drink off in my head. So what's the plan?
I don't know. It's, oh, Dave messaged me back finally, after weeks.
Oh, what about? He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive, I guess, is the
Wow.
first thing. So, how goes the liquor sales?
I hate Dry January. Dry January needs to go take a long walk off Short Pier.
I suppose people overdo it a little bit during Christmas and they kind of just want to cut
Yeah,
back.
but it's killing my business, literally killing my business.
Oh, no, I get you.
Hate it.
Let me see what I can do. I got Sally. Sally's phone is off. Alright. See if I can get just business with the PDO.
Hello.
Hello, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
You don't sound alright. In fact, you sound like you need some cinnamon-based whiskey.
Okay.
No, but I mean, are you okay? Do you need to chat or anything? Or would you like some whiskey? Because I got someone who has a lot of whiskey that they're trying to sell.
I've always got a
Right, I'm down for
We don't
either
send you
one,
to drink it.
honestly.
Okay. Well, how about this? We'll come by, we'll chat, and then if you still feel like you need whiskey after, you got that.
Alright.
All right. Are you at the PDO office or where you at?
No, actually, I'm at City Hall. I had to pick up something and vote. But I can meet you somewhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, where's a good place for you? Because otherwise, I could take you to my secret thoughty place, but then it won't be a secret thoughty place anymore.
Don't say thoughty, it sounds like other things.
Okay.
Place
Secret
of secret
thinking
thinking.
location. How about that?
There you go. I mean, I'm down for that.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll be sworn into secrecy with the super secret handshake. Okay.
Alright.
All
That's
right.
zip ties, right?
Yes, it is zip ties. You are right. Yes.
I thought so.
So
Wait, what?
don't mind her. It's all good. All right. I'll send you a ping when we're up there. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Who's we? Who are you with?
I'm with Olivia.
Olivia. Oh.
Yeah, Dr.
More?
Death. Yeah.
Yep.
Not so much anymore.
Well, not so much
What are
anymore.
you guys doing hanging out?
Well, we just hang out. Haven't seen her in a while. Figured I'd catch up. And then I'm like, she's got whiskey to sell. I know that PDO, you had a tower of champagne at one stage. And was hoping that you might want to replace that with a tower of whiskey. Seasonal whiskey at the moment.
Celebration whiskey.
There is celebration whiskey as well.
That's kind of like a half between whiskey and champagne.
Alright.
Got champagne in it.
All right.
I
Well,
just have to stop by a couple places, but I'll head that way shortly.
all good. I'll send you a ping, and then you come up whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right, Coco. See you soon.
Yep, see ya. Bye.
Is this thing even two-seater?
Is it even a two? Of course it is. Notice how there's pegs on the rear.
Yeah. Oops, it's not the right muscle.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
you're not needing to surrender unless you're surrendering to the inevitable fact that you may crash on this thing.
Hey, look, well, I'm floated. That's not weird at all.
Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the last time I was on the back of the bike.
It's alright.
Actually, never. Ha!
Never. Well, that's changed.
No, once. No, sorry, once. Once, briefly.
Oh, that's the library. Okay.
Eh?
The new state library's back there.
Yeah, I heard it was there. I still haven't looked at it.
And hold on.
You're thinking places up at the shooty place.
The what?
Oh, come on, you mean they don't take back trucks up here?
Well, they don't anymore, and that's why it became my thinky place.
Oh, that's unusual. Normally anywhere with a good view is a shooty place.
Well, yeah, I mean, you position a couple of snipers up around here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot it was absolutely terrifying with an Aussie driving.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been worse.
Just continue to breathe.
Yeah, debatable. Really? You're going, yeah, really? You can't be asked to walk. Eh.
Not
I know
really.
someone else who comes up here for a thinky place as well.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to kill them now. I'm not going up the stairs with this thing. I'm just gonna park it in the bottom.
Eh.
All right, off you get.
Mm. Gotta admit though, it's a decent view.
Yeah, especially when you get up there.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a guy out here once. It was
Oh dear.
great. Well, he decided to start beating on Thompson, and I only had a pistol, and I shot him, and then Thompson kind of tackled him, and
Oh, I can't go
rode
that way.
him all the way down. Yeah, a little bit of an oof moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad it's not the other place. Still have minor PTSD.
Oh, yeah, no, I was actually up there the other day.
No way.
I was like, yeah, no, that's a power plant right there.
Fun times. Ah, Jesus. You know when you've been thinking about being other things for too long and you forget how to, live? Well, I've been thinking about being a space ninja quite a lot, and
Yep,
yes,
yep.
it's not good. Not good. Space ninja.
Everything the light touches is my kingdom.
Apart from Southside. Nobody wants Southside.
But what about that dark space? That's the Baller Street. Nobody goes to the Baller Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should have said I could have just brought a helicopter up here. Sure, I could have landed on the roof. That'd be fine, right?
Oh,
It's
it's only
flat.
a violation of the FAA regulations, but hey, who's
Well,
counting?
technically, anywhere that's flat and safe to do so, you're allowed to land.
Well,
I
yet,
checked this with Callow.
but yet, surprisingly, they gave a written warning to one of my clients. Not gonna tell you who, but it seems weird that Jack Callow says, anywhere that's flat and clear, but yet, I don't know.
Well, then again, I mean, it depends where. I mean, because I know when I first got my helicopter, I said, so, can I take a helicopter, land it in a hunting ground and go hunting? He said, yes.
Interesting.
Well, as long as it's safe to do so, you're not in a built-up area or private property, etc., etc., etc. Technically.
Oh, rabbit down there.
Oh, I do have a hunting rifle on me.
You can't go shooting here. You get
Yeah.
You get park rangers coming out. Oh no. Okay, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to climb up there.
But I mean, they're right there.
I mean, you can give it a try. Just wait for
See
the
how
rangers
quickly.
to turn up. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to defend you, but
Nah. See, I don't know why. So, whose bright idea was it to ruin the hunting grounds?
what do you mean?
Well, they reshaped the hunting grounds on Route 68, Alamo Seaside.
Oh,
Yeah, it used to include basically all the way up to the road because there's actually no way you can accidentally shoot somebody on the road because there's a big cliff,
uh-huh.
But they've decided to shave off, part of the dirt track, which is actually the best part of the hunting ground there. And they did that
Okay.
on the quiet because, I didn't know anything had changed. They've removed the hunting grounds at the wind farm and instead put hunting grounds around humane labs, which is crap hunting grounds. There's no animals there apart from the occasional wildcat. It's shite.
Wow.
Oh, and they made Pluto park, which, I mean, fair, but why? Nah, I don't know. Oh, come on, people, to buy my shite. Well, it's not shite, it's actually very good whiskey, but god damn it. I need to make a fickin' living.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks, and we've made like 8 sales in those 2 weeks. Fucking January, I tell you. Yeah. Yeah, so who else is coming up here anyway?
Joe Pool.
Who's that? Oh, Pool, right. Sorry.
Wait, that rang for like a second and then. Okay. That was awkward.
Hmm?
It rang for a second. My phone rang for a second. It was Christina White. That's not awkward at all. Alright, I'm gonna message her so I get that in writing.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't. And then then they put stupid fire towers that I don't think they ever use on a load of hunting grounds. They ruined one of my nice, overlook spots to, look and peace, quiet and peaceful and a nice view, and they put a sodding tower on it.
Yeah. No, I noticed that. I took, Liz was looking for some ideas on, where to take, Wheat Kings out on a date. And I took her up to the juice place that, like, a little stand that's out near the observatory.
Aye.
There's a big fucking fire tower there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and there was a really nice one on what's the trail called? Crap, the one just south of Gilead.
Oh, Cassidy? No, it's not
Aye,
Cassidy.
Cassidy. No. Sorry, Rashton. The 3 overlook points there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a fucking tower on that too. It's like that. You just ruined nature to put your towers up. Well done, and you never use them. Well done. I don't get it. They say they're all for protecting nature. Then there's at least 3 or 4 of those damn towers up all around the place. And when was the
Yeah.
last time you saw a forest fire?
I don't know, Smokey the Bear's campaign might be working then.
Maybe. Let's just rip down the forest and you won't have a fire. Ta-da! That's what they're doing. Oh, did you see the legislation they got signed through recently?
Which one?
The one on animal welfare.
I did not know.
You need to read the section on feed animals. It's hilarious. Please do and tell me what you think.
Hey, Toru, if you're there, do you have the original Imgur link for the advertisement?
Hang on, let me find it. Pretty sure it got signed through, which confuses the feck out of me.
Under proposed legislation, I assume.
I don't know, I actually think it got signed through, but I could be wrong.
Would it be in the amendment to the Wilderness Protection Act of 2021?
Probably. But there'll be a bit there describing the different categories and everything. It's not in that one, no. Although I did hear the Rangers are yoinking a lot of people's skipper licenses illegally, technically.
So they've decided now if you evade in any way, shape, or form, it's an ability to revoke your skipper license.
But it's not in law, though.
Well, yeah, I haven't been able to find out too much about it.
Because the latest one on these amendments, it says Ranger's discretion, the following are grounds for revoking a skipper license. 1 felony while operating a vessel, or 3 misdemeanors while operating a vessel. It says nothing about random felonies.
Yeah.
So isn't that illegal of them?
One would think so. And
Hmm.
if I find out more on it, yeah.
Ah, damn, where is this thing? Oh, Animal Protection Act, maybe? 077? Oh, aye, this is it. Look at the definitions in Section 7. It's hilarious. Please tell me what you
Now
see
is that
here
the
is immediately
signed
wrong
into
there.
law?
It's
Yes,
HR
077.
077. Nice, so it's one that's got signed in.
Section 7, definitions. Any animal that is held in captivity, an animal intended as food for another, does not fall under this category. Feed animals. An animal purchased with the full intent for use as food must be fed with 1 week of purchase. Any type of animal used in this category must be approved by park rangers. During the inspection process, alternatives should be used whenever practical.
It's like, I'm sorry, but what alternatives are there to feed animals when you're producing feed animals for food? Exactly. What alternatives? Excuse me? Oh,
Vegans?
yeah, but it's like, I'm sorry, but if you're raising cows for the purpose of making beef, what alternative to that is there? Also, can you see the big red marker in that bit? Must be fed within 1 week of purchase.
Yeah.
So basically, what they're telling me by law is I can buy a cow to put on my farm to raise for meat, and I can slaughter it at 6.5 days without feeding it. It's great, isn't it? By law, I don't have to feed it for 7 days.
That's pretty fucked up.
And it's kind of bullshit, isn't it? And also, I'm sorry, park rangers have to okay me to purchase cows for my farm to raise for meat for my business. Fuck off. I'm sorry, I don't think they know much about cows personally.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, didn't they lose a fucking lawsuit against a bear?
No, that
know.
was Public Works.
Yeah, but
bear.
the rangers lost the lawsuit though.
Honestly, I don't even remember. It's been far too long.
They balled that up, and Public Works won. You know, they're from what I hear, their animal experts really didn't know shite. Yet they're the ones dictating the law. And when did park rangers become farm authority exactly? And pet authority?
I'm not even
the park
sure.
rangers? I don't get it. Yeah, but no, I haven't heard anything good about the park rangers recently.
It seems like all law enforcement's just gone batshit insane.
Mm-hmm. It's going the way of the hospital.
It's like, I've heard of them just rolling up and... Is there there's, oh god, that white car over there just rolled down the cliff.
Oh dear. Where? I didn't see anything.
Over by that multi-house.
Oh dear. Oh, and someone just got punted across the... Yep, no, I just saw that again. And now a blue one's going over. Oh, no, it's the locals being funny, I think.
Maybe.
Yep, blue one just got punted. City's weird.
Yeah. Locals all need to learn how to drive.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But, I had a guy sit there and...
Punt.
He's like, oh yeah, no, they took my gun license and they told me it was for America and I don't understand why. It's like, oh dear God.
Wait, they said what?
They were taking his gun license for America.
Question mark?
Yeah. I'm like,
What did he do wrong?
we don't know. We
Huh.
honestly have not found it.
Jeez.
It's yeah.
I mean, do Rangers even have the ability to take a gun license?
Well,
I know they got ability to take hunting licenses, but
technically, yes, because they are law enforcement within their district. So if you're blat blat
yeah,
blat on the beach,
yeah.
they can pull your license then.
See, I still don't get why they got jurisdiction on the beach. Personally, it just
Well,
seems like ever since they gave that jurisdiction on Vespucci, things have gone south really, really quickly.
well, yeah, because everyone knows there's no rangers down there. Cops used to go out of their way to patrol down there because it's where you go to sell drugs, but
I guess they don't. And you can't get rangers off the beach, from what I heard.
I've never seen one down there.
I know one was, I was having a bit of fishing a while back on the beach, just along the shore, and the same ranger kept slow rolling me. It's like, feck off, I'm fishing, you're scaring my fish away.
He might have been checking you out.
It was rude, is what it was. It's like, no, look, do I look like I'm selling drugs? Feck off.
I mean, you could be selling heroin to trout.
I mean, I could, but I don't really think they have jurisdiction over trout.
Nah, that's Aquaman territory right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. But no. I swear, if business don't fucking pick up soon, I'm just, I don't know. I mean, before Christmas was good, and between Christmas and New Year's, it was okay, but January sucks.
Well, you got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah, I've got a flask and a whiskey planned for Valentine's. But I'm trying to debate if I'm going to keep the whiskey around for the entire February or just until the 14th. It's in a nice little heart-shaped bottle and everything. It's like pretty. I'm hoping the flasks can...
Heart-shaped flask.
No, bottle.
With the okay.
I did actually think about getting a heart-shaped bottle, but I thought that was better saved for Halloween. I found one as well.
Oh, love it. Just red whiskey in like a heart-shaped bottle. And...
Extra sanguine. But no. I don't know. I'm just wondering if all the other businesses are struggling as much as mine right now. Or if it's just people don't want whiskey right now because of dry January. Or the fact that crypto's still shite.
Oh, crypto's tanked hard.
I was really hoping for a good Christmas, I was kind of reliant on that fact. I really wish I hadn't bought a joint car for Christmas. And Ray's complaining because I won't keep it in his garage. He's like, Ray, you're not around that much, and I want to be able to drive it once in a while.
Do you need a law firm that's
Trying
willing
to
to
get
fight
him
for
out of
you?
bed is really difficult.
I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I'm a real boy.
Are you sure?
I don't know. According to this quiz I just took, yes.
Ah, well done. Congratulations. Internet says yes.
I'm at work visiting an EMS who is in hospital, and you.
Eh?
That's Dave. He's visiting you. Boom, 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 boom. I swear to God, the notifications on my phone never end.
Puppy person.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I don't get people texting me anymore. Those rabbits are taunting me. Can you get a silencer on a hunting rifle? Just
No.
curious.
No, you cannot.
Can I put a tin can on the end? Lots of duct tape.
I mean, look, if you want to put your hunting mode on, your hunting thoughts on and go out and do it, that's fine. When they come up here
Nah.
looking for the gunshots, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know.
Plead the fifth. Is it the fifth? I don't know.
Yes.
There we go. See, I know some things.
Fifth Amendment protects against any kind of self-incrimination, hence the reason for the
There you go.
Miranda rights. The Fourth Amendment prevents any unauthorized search of person or belongings or property, hence the reason warrants are a thing. And the Sixth Amendment takes into account your rights for speedy trial, the ability to have a trial before your peers, etc., etc.
Sorry, that one's funny.
They actually just signed in the Speedy Trial Act, so PD now needs to pull their finger out their ass and actually get shit on the docket, and that docket needs to be responded to in a decent time.
I believe it when I see it.
Well, let's take a look here. Upon arrest and a not guilty plea for a misdemeanor or felony offense by law enforcement, an indictment must be filed against the accused within 48 hours. That's not changing. Should the indictment not be filed within the time frame as established by this legislation, the indictment is immediately dismissed against the accused. Upon filing of an indictment for any misdemeanor or felony offense, the trial for the accused must commence within 336 hours, which is roughly 14 days from the date and time of the filing. Should the trial not commence within this time frame as established by this legislation, the indictment, case, and trial are immediately dismissed against the accused. There's certain continuances, etc., etc., and then the first time ever that someone's mentioned bail.
Swear I keep fucking hearing a shutter. It's weird.
I keep hearing it sounds like somebody on like a BMX bike doing tricks and shit.
Heh. We're both hearing things. Excellent. You heard anything else about the lack of quality reports going through? I'm morbidly curious.
Well, I mean, in terms of that other stuff that we spoke about the other day that we don't, mention he who thing, it's all still frozen. As far as I'm aware, nobody's really.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Didn't they have another funeral or something today or yesterday or something?
nah, I don't know.
Which is weird, because, again, past not legally dead. Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Where is Joe?
I keep hearing somebody taking photos. It's weird.
Well, jump down there and see if anyone's taking photos.
Hey, come here! It's fine. Everything's fine.
Did she just face plant? Hey, Joe.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay. When you say you're here, where are you specifically here?
The court center.
Okay. Okay. Are you at the? Ooh. Wow. That's Matrix style rolling. Okay. All right. Do you see the fountain in the middle?
No, but I know where that is.
Okay. Go to the fountain, Joe. Go to the fountain.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see somebody.
Yay.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Aw. I was gonna wave and everything.
Yeah. No. I was
Guys?
ready to do the wave and.
Mhm.
What
Oh.
up? Oh, look at the highlights. Oh, you're rocking it.
You've seen my hair before.
I have not seen you in a while, okay? Last time,
I've seen your weirdo hair. You've seen mine.
my weirdo hair, please. I'm actually starting to get used to it, to be honest. That's really weird because it takes a lot of product.
Yeah.
Well, you just hire one of those people that, while you're still sleeping before you wake up, get it all done for you, and then when you wake, ta-da!
Right. Okay, well, let's go to the thinky spot. Just more to secrecies.
Okay.
Oh, don't mind him over there. He
He
tripped
fell.
over his camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tripped over his camera.
He was taking some photos.
All right.
Then he tripped over his camera. Yep. That was one very loud shutter for that camera, though. Jesus Christ.
I mean, he was probably taking, like, photos of a bee's dick 7 miles away. I don't know.
I mean, probably.
Welcome to the thinking spot. Everything the light touches is our kingdom, except for that little dark shadowy place over there. That's Grove Street. But yeah, pull up a pew. Feel free to smoke. Whatever. But what's up? You're
It's a whole lot of shit.
okay. Start in the A's, work to the Z's.
So you heard about Cassidy, right?
Dallas being kidnapped. Yeah.
I was the one that found him.
Okay. I actually haven't heard much other than he got kidnapped.
So he got kidnapped, and they were posting things under his name on Twitter, like pictures of him in a motel, like looking pretty fucked up.
Okay.
So I called Sally and I was like, look, this guy's a brother. I'm going to help look. Me and my boyfriend, we're going to go to all of these motels and we're going to see if we see anything suspicious. You can't stop me. He's like, okay, there's might be officers around. let me know if you hear anything. I was like, okay. So we drive around, and it's like the third motel we go to. There's this guy parked outside, across, like horizontally across some parking spots. We're like, okay, that's kind of weird. We talked to him. We were like, hey, do you know how to get into the motel? It was one of those weird ones with like a courtyard and a pool. So he showed us, and we followed him in.
Oh, I know that one.
On Clinton?
Krastenberg.
I can't remember if that's what it's called, but I'll take your word for it. But we go in, and he walks up to a door, and this other guy he comes out of the motel room, and he has Dallas slung over his shoulder. And Tommy, he like pointed a gun. He's like, "Don't move, don't take him anywhere." I told him, "All right, sit tight, I'll be back." I went back to the car that the guy came out of. I called 911. I called Sally. I was like, hey, we found him. Get here as quick as you can. I took pictures of the vehicle and the license plate. And as I was doing that, I heard gunshots. So I run back. I can't see Tommy anywhere. And I see the guy that originally came out with Dallas has his buddy, the guy that let us in, over his shoulder. And when he sees me, he sets his guy down, and he's starting to pull his gun. So I start shooting. And this guy was having some sort of trouble trying to aim at me or whatever. But I managed to put him down. And then police showed up, like, immediately. I found Tommy, and he got shot in the leg and the chest. And they managed to get Dallas out, and he just got out of the hospital, so that's good. He's doing way better than he was. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty fucked up after that because it's been a while since I've had to shoot anybody. A lot of stuff came rushing back. And Tommy, he knows that I used to be law enforcement, and the way I talk about it is like, you gotta be a cop again. Like, anybody that knows you can tell that that's your passion. It's the thing that you live for. And I think it's true. Like, when you're law enforcement for so long, you never stop being a cop. And I had DeAndre, he was telling me, okay, well, you're not a cop anymore. You can't do stuff like this. And I'm like, well, I know, but you would have done the same if it was like Kayla or any one of us. You would have been right there. And he was wrong. I'm still a cop. No, that doesn't leave you.
Nope.
But
And shit, they were shooting outside the courthouse when I was there. Went to go pull my gun, went to go through the door, found out I don't have a gun, don't have keys, and I'm like, ah, fuck.
it's like being naked when you don't
It's
have
not
it.
as if they can get you to forget your training and everything. Then again, if I started doing shit like that, people put me behind bars.
Well,
It's just a normal reaction for someone that's what they are. That's what they do.
why do you
And
think I'm trying to get bail bonds open and said to you, come work with me? Because, like, yeah. I know you too well.
I really enjoy my work with the PDO, and I've learned a lot from it. I haven't been there all that long, so it seems like a shame to just quit and go back to what I was doing. But also, I don't like that feeling of helplessness, like I can't help in the way that I know how. And, I can sit in an office or I can sit in my apartment and wait hours upon hours for just one phone call. But as an officer, I was out there actively doing stuff all the time to help people. And I know a lot of people have issues with cops. And I want to address those. I want to bring stuff to Davis and then
Can
George and
they don't care. I've brought stuff up, and it's part of the reason I left, and part of the reason that certain discussions I've had with other parties that I think you've had certain discussions with, just due to the way they spoke with me. Uh, yeah, there needs to be a radical change in the way PD does stuff, and
right. And I think
How do you think I felt with the hospital for the longest time? Oh boy.
and you know what? I'm not willing to let them just say no. I want to talk with reps. I'm going to talk with the governor. I want to work with law enforcement to present some changes. I feel like because I have history, I have a little bit more sway than a lot of people do. Even with PDO, like officers are willing to speak with me because I'm not an asshole.
oh,
You know, people that know my background and then know what I do now are more willing to speak with me than they ever have before.
lucky you. I'm excommunicado. As soon as I left that door, I'm literally being branded a traitor, and people are telling people in the cells not to bother calling me or anything like that.
Wait, what, really?
Shitty.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I am 100% excommunicado because I didn't want to keep taking the same shit day in, day out. And let's see, the department actually owes me almost $100,000.
Jeez.
For what?
So this was kind of partially the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm not gonna lie. I had a Deputy Bale, come up to me and Robertson and say, I've got a guy that I reached out to just on a whim because he said he was a blacksmith. I enjoy metalwork on the side. He's actually telling me he's got 20 ghost guns, 50 cals. So
Jesus.
we had active intel at the time. I talked to Davis. Davis said, get tag team, you go now. He asked me to speak with Chris. I spoke with Chris. None of our sergeants at MCD or Sally was around, so I didn't email or anything because it's time sensitive. I've got the chief of police and sheriff's permission to go ahead with this. Brief the tag team, go down. In the interest of the investigation, I do an electronic transfer of the money. We got 20 ghost guns, plus when we apprehended them, 3, I can't remember, I think they're like 344 revolvers. One shot, cops like get blown in half, kind of level firepower. Was there any congratulations or anything? No, I got pulled into an office by Sally with Lane and Sarai and got chewed out because I did not go to MCD command. And I was like, but I got okayed on a time sensitive op by the chief of police and stuff. Sally's like, they're my bosses, I'm yours, you should have told me.
That's so ridiculous. You can't. When something has to move fast, you can't just pussyfoot around trying to get in contact with people. Especially if you had, the okay from higher up.
So that was kind of a slap in the kind of a slap in the back kind of deal. Like, here we are getting guns off the street that have been knocking cops out left, right, and center, and rather than a hey, good job or anything like that, it's a you fucked up because you didn't email or call us to get permission. And it's like, for fuck's sake.
No, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's stupid because, my time working with you down in the coroner's office, you're a damn fine detective, and hell, you're the, person I'd prefer to actually, interact with, because none of the others really bothered. And that's just a damn shame. It's, a problem on their part losing you like that.
I can kind of understand where she's coming from, but also, like, you had permission from a higher up, and we're like ordered to go. I mean,
the other issue that came out of it, and I don't know if that's the one that everyone was more pissed about, is that ultimately, when we left with the evidence, the team moved in, Davis came in, they ended up having bikers from Outcast coming and supporting. Davis and a couple of the tech team guys went down, and I radioed in saying, what do we need? Is this an all call kind of thing? And Sergeant Thompson comes up and goes, yeah, call and all call. None of us knew that apparently, according to SOP, that has to come from a command member. So we called an all call between him and I. And everybody came down, the situation got resolved. Davis is even like, hey, it was the right call, but, and apparently, even though he said it's the right call, but that was noted down as an official reprimand. And I'm like, what? He didn't even tell me it's a
what happens if
reprimand.
one's down? You know? What happens if, you said Davis was downed? So how's he going to okay it?
Yeah, that's the thing, is it at that stage, it doesn't get called out.
That's so stupid. I mean, what's more important at the end of the day? Officers' lives or getting it right on paper?
Well, this is the thing, is
it's a slippery slope, right?
Oh, aye.
For certain things, like if you something that is technically against SOPs but was the right call, I mean, you're going to have officers saying, well, I did this because, it was the right thing to do, and it could fuck up a lot of things. Not necessarily in this situation, but I could see how it would be difficult to okay something that's against your SOPs, right? And maybe those need to be looked at again. They definitely do. I don't think they've been updated in a long time. But what I want to propose is that most of the people I speak with, they're like, man, we really want more police transparency. And I've been kind of like asking people what that looks like to them. And, there's a lot of people that don't know they can make complaints about police or that they have the resources to sue them or, bring about public change. And a lot of people don't bother because they fear backlash or they fear that nothing's going to actually happen out of it. And then officers, you see stuff happen every day with an officer and, maybe someone's being unprofessional or they made a stupid move. We don't see any of that IA stuff. And I understand to an extent, but also, I think there should be more resources for officers to go and say this officer did something really stupid or, this isn't okay. I don't think enough officers utilize that because these are your brothers. You don't want to tattle on somebody. But also, you can't just let stuff slide.
See, this is why I know IA is internal affairs and everything, but it always makes me wonder why they haven't opened up a external IA unit, Because the problem is with internal IAs is that half the time it doesn't get done. Or it's so slow, or,
What I want to propose is that we open up an HR and PR kind of thing where there's specifically someone that's dedicated to promoting people to come forward with these things, whether it be from within the department or outside, and give them the resources like, hey, these are the steps you can take if an officer has done something or you need more clarity on these things. And then also have somebody that's able to go to the public and say, this is what we can tell you. We have freedom of information kind of stuff, but day in and day out, there's a lot of what people feel like is secrecy. And I think explaining to them, if it's an open investigation, this could be people's lives if certain things come to light right away. But I think they also have the right to know their own records, to inquire if they have a warrant. I've had lawyers say, "Oh, it's illegal to ask or to see in the MDT if someone has a warrant to tell them. And it's like, no, if you're a lawyer,
That's their details.
you can,
Yeah.
you know, if someone goes to you and they're like, hey, can you see if I have a warrant? And you go to PD and you ask for this person, hey, does this person have a warrant? I'm their representation. They should be able to tell you, yes, they have a warrant, or no, they don't have a warrant. If they have a bolo, or they're just wanting to ask them questions related to, like, an investigation, that's something completely different, and they don't have to disclose that, obviously. But, like, if they have, like, an open warrant, they should deserve to know if they do or not, so that way they can make that choice. I'm going to turn myself in, or they can say, I'm going to fuck off and not do anything, but that's on them, at least. You know, that's not going to prevent you... If they have a warrant, that's not going to prevent the police from executing it. Like, they can still find that person.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm always surprised that they don't have an open terminal down at the courthouses where someone can actually look up their own record.
Right. And I think that would save a lot of time and effort for people.
With that is someone goes in and looks up somebody's record without permission because they stole, like, their license or something and know their citizen number or social security.
Yeah.
Like, I think a very watered down version of the MDT where people can just see their own record and see what they arrested for, not necessarily the notes surrounding it. So you can see, like, on this date, this person went away for joyriding and fleeing from police. Right, and it doesn't say anything other than that. So they at least know that's what's on their record. I think that business owners should still go to PD and be able to request a background check if they need it for somebody.
Excuse me.
But, like, you have to show, like, obviously that you're a business owner and that's what you're looking to do. You can't just go in and say, hey, I want to look up this person's record. You have to show some sort of credential. And that person has to, like, give permission for the background check.
Yeah. See, like, you've got a lot of the admin side now. The stuff I see that needs to change is the foot soldier side. And you've heard it. How many times a briefing have you heard? If they want to fuck around, they'll find out. And how many cops use that as a, I'm mightier than thou because I hold your fate in my hands. And
right, and that's got to change too.
Oh yeah, like I love Davis, I love George, I love Chris to an extent, but they're door kickers. They're like me. They are great NCOs. They're great at getting in there, doing an investigation, kicking in a door, and bringing the guy in cuffs. But they're not administrators, and that's what the chief needs to be. He needs to be able to balance the door kicking with the administration, and we haven't got that here. And I'm literally seeing clients, and obviously I'm not going to go into full details here, but I'm seeing charges that by the very penal code that they're hired to fucking arrest people on, the charges don't fit.
Right.
And it's like, guys, how is this getting through?
And I want to do more education so citizens know if those charges don't match, plead not guilty. Even if you think you can't afford a lawyer, there are resources available for you to get a lawyer and fight those charges.
100%. That's why I'm doing the bail bonds advocating. I am getting political. I am the most non-political person in the world, but I am getting political with it because I've seen it firsthand. I've had one of my clients the other day was denied them contacting me and was told to either plead guilty and go wait the nines or plead no contest on a warrant that we were fighting.
And that's ridiculous. Like,
100%.
that sort of stuff should be reported, and it should be handled correctly. And that's why I think having someone dedicated to these things would help a lot. Because obviously, like, Davis and Solis and them, like, you're right. They are door kickers and everything. They don't want to focus on all this extra bullshit. But having someone that does that for them, or at least helps them with it, or is there to guide them through it, that would help a lot. Like Solis, I love him to death, but he's very much like, it's okay, or, well, they didn't mean it, or, He's very quick to forgive and quick to move on because I don't think he likes the confrontation.
Yeah.
Right. I think having someone to be there and say, no, this is a problem and it needs to be addressed. I'll handle it for you, so he doesn't have to worry about it. I think that would help a lot. And like obviously IAs, they should still be done.
Oh, 100%.
And of course, like command should be involved in that. But I think also there should be an element of there's this party that is dedicated solely to investigating the situation and what happened and being able to be a mediator for command and the person that has an IA or whoever it is, right? Like an HR person, you have an HR representative present to mediate these kinds of things.
Well, I think officers also need, and I don't like using the word union, but there needs to be some kind of representation that an officer can go to and seek help because, they may, just by their ineloquence of speech, come across as, meaning to do something that they may have accidentally fucking, because look, we all know there's cops that should not be on the force right now. They should be fucked off, fired, and never rehired. And I could list probably half a dozen of them right now. But they're still there, and they get IAs, and nobody really does anything. I don't know. Did you hear about the Whites?
I heard that Christina fucking punched Josh in the face, and then they're getting divorced, which is astounding to me.
Now.
Yeah, I know. I asked Josh, like, are you gonna press charges or anything? He's like, well, I have to go through command because it's an officer-related thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is domestic abuse. Like, it shouldn't have to be down to that.
There was 4 officers on the floor that witnessed it and did nothing to stop it.
And that's insane to me. Like, I don't know the details, obviously, of everything, but, like, that should be fucking addressed. She should be suspended, if not fired.
Well, here's the thing, and this, in confidentiality, does not look
right.
I heard nothing.
She ended up getting charged with misdemeanor battery.
No, it's against an officer. It should be like aggravated.
Yeah. So this is the point in contention here, is that he was not sure if he had clocked off or clocked on. My argument to that though was you were in full uniform, and law enforcement, according to the penal code definition of a government official, it includes law enforcement. There is no differentiation
on or off
between
duty,
an on
right.
or off duty officer. 100% should have been aggravated battery. She should be out, and she didn't even go to prison. Didn't even go to jail, as far as I've been made aware.
That's insane to me. She shouldn't be an officer after that. Was she in uniform too?
100. Yeah, she was on shift.
Yeah, if everybody was like on shift and they were doing stuff, like if Josh was there, he probably was on duty. There shouldn't be any sort of question of like was he or was he not. He was in uniform operating with other like officers that were in uniform. That isn't okay.
No, not at all.
See, and these are things that I think that my ideas could help with. Like there's so much wrong with it. I think probably command looks at it and they're like, we don't even know how to, approach this at all. Like, we're gonna leave it because we don't know how to fix it, or we don't have the time to, or you look at a job and you're like, I don't want to do that, not today, and you push it off. And I think having someone that's there dedicated to doing that would help a shit ton.
Yeah, and I mean I've said it before to people behind closed doors. What we need, honestly, what needs to happen is there needs to be one force, whether it's state, honestly, state troopers as a whole. We've got some good leaders, but they're split up all over the place. We need to gut the current institution and start again, and get policies and procedures in place that safeguard citizens, that promote, visibility, because current members have forgotten we represent the people. We work for
Right.
them. They shouldn't fear us. They shouldn't worry that Joey's gonna roll down there, start shit, and then arrest them when they retaliate.
100%.
You know, and it's kind of one of those things that it's like, who do you talk to about that? Because Brandon's a friend. I can't roll up to him and be like, dude, I'm coming to you from the bottom of my heart, but you need to get out of this position. You're hurting the force.
It's like literally, uh, even if you try to approach command about something, like I can't imagine being an officer now and trying to approach a command member about something that's going on, because every time I call Davis, every time I see Davis, he's busy, he's busy, he's busy. George, he was like a bike patrol and he said he'd call me back, didn't do it. Solus, I don't even bother because he doesn't ever call me back.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine being an officer now and trying to get a hold of one of these guys.
Since I started as a uniformed officer, I have been saying to command, hey, I will put together a casualty care plan that can be enacted in a mass cas when officers are attending, that I will teach to corporals and above, so that someone can take charge of these incidents before EMS gets there and keep things orderly. Oh yeah, it's a great idea. We'll talk about it in command. Oh yeah, you know, the amount, and I just gave up.
Right.
Excuse me.
I'm of the opinion. I mean, everyone that I talk to, they're like, you should be a detective again. I'm not sure that I'm ready for that level of time and effort it takes to investigate something. I'm not sure if I'm willing to go through the trauma again of everything.
It hurts your
But
soul.
I know, right? But I know that I am an investigator to the core. I know that maybe this is where I should turn my attentions to, is investigating within and doing my best to work with the public and make sure they know what's going on and push certain changes. I think that if I was a uniformed officer again, I would have no problem climbing the ranks. I mean, like, for the longest time, you know, Solus was like, I want you in so I can get you to be a lieutenant. Sally, when she came to captain, she's like, I wish you were still a detective. You would have been my lieutenant. And, you know, there's a lot of people that wanted me not to be an MCD so they could promote me higher. But you know, MCD was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I want to turn my focus and see if that is something that I can do. But
You gotta fight the uphill battle of what's already there to try and get the coin flipped so that you can be in that position.
well, even before any of that, I need to work through my shit.
Oh, I just
After
put
that
that
stuff
shit
with
away.
Dallas, after the stuff with Dallas, it all came back to the surface. All the PTSD and other shit I've been dealing with. I met with Dr. Kane today for the first time, officially, for a session, and she's got me on some sort of medication to help me sleep and everything.
Sleep, what's that?
So, exactly. But I'm hoping it helps, and then I'm hoping I can work through some of this shit so I can come to an informed decision, like, is this what I really want? Or do I need to do something different? But I see how much the city needs their police to be more transparent and be better. And I see how much the police is hurting because they don't have the first clue on how to change.
Yep. And, you know, honestly, that's part of the reason that I've been looking to open up the bail bonds, is because, you know, it's not going to be a militia or anything, but when people do have warrants, or they need, you know, they don't realize that they can plead not guilty and actually have bail, the amount of times I've had to educate people on that and what bail means and how to go about getting it. You know, these are things that should be made publicly available to them. And
Right.
to have an independent agency that, if you are in trouble, will come to you and go, hey man, you've breached your bail, I'm here to pick you up, I gotta take you to the station, what the hell happened? if you give me a good enough reason, then, maybe I can work something out to try and bail you out again, and get a proper system in place. But at the moment, and I hate to use this word, but we're under a dictatorship of PD because they decide everything. You want a lawyer? Oh, we don't want to deal with that. So, there's no one on. There's no lawyers around that you really want to talk with right now. They're all pretty shit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I better plead guilty then. Or they make it out that, hey, if you plead not guilty, you're gonna spend a lot longer in there. If you haven't, then you're gonna spend the whole 9s in there. We're gonna send the 9s if you go not guilty. It's like, that's not how this works at all.
And the amount of officers that aren't versed in law is insane to me.
Oh yeah.
Like, they should be way more educated in law. And like, I'm not saying they have to know the laws and ordinances back to front, but the amount of officers that just look at the MDT and they just click a few buttons and that's that, instead of actively looking stuff up and making sure it's accurate and making sure that what they're charging them with fits the bill, or asking questions of DOJ. Like, they don't do it.
The argument that I've made once before when someone asked me why I was charging them with this when they've always been charged with something else is, my job as a police officer is to charge you to the letter of the law. What you've done fits this, therefore I'm charging you. I apologize if you've ever been charged for anything different for doing the same thing, but this is what it should be. It is a lawyer's job, and whoever you hire, you need to make sure they can do this. It is their job to interpret the spirit of the law and convey how you did not break that. And the fact that you're right, there are people who sit there and go, oh, well, you broke into a store, you're part of the team that did it, your gun license and gun are gone, even though you may not have drawn it or pointed it or anything. It's just, it hurts between the shit that we witnessed as detectives and the internal shit and just the fact that I've been shot for being a cop. It hurts the soul. But
this is all things that I'm hoping for.
Well, if she gets back in, if you want to talk to somebody who is a great person at organizing shit and helping it get through to a point where people will listen, talk with Bex.
Alright.
And depending upon what happens if Cole gets in and he's available to listen, he is obviously advocating transparency and everything, so.
Yeah, I think maybe a little too much transparency, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Cole's politically.
I mean, he's got the right idea. How he executes it is the issue. He's like a little deer learning to walk for the first time.
I don't know. Basically, PDO, we asked him, DOJ has MDT access. PDO would like to have the same thing. And he's like, no. And it's like, well, why not? We're a government entity. You guys have access to you have access to the judge's chambers as DOJ. Why aren't we afforded those same courtesies? And it's because people look at how past PDO was, or they assume because we represent the people that we're just there for criminals, get criminals out of jail, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to protect the rights of the people. And he's like, well, so many people have MDT access that shouldn't. It's like, well, fine. Don't punish us for it. Take it away if too many people have access to that. If it's such a big problem, you need to limit it. Otherwise, you need to give it to us too, because, it's a double standard. Like, why is DOJ more trusted than PDO? Because we all work for the same person, and that's the governor. And he was basically like, he didn't agree at all. And it's like, well, you're biased because you're DOJ. Like that's completely it. And like you can spout all this stuff about transparency, you can spout all this stuff for like being for the people, but it's like, are you really for the people if you're not going to give the people that protect the people the resources to be able to protect them? It would save so much time and effort if we had keys to MDT just like DOJ did, you know, to the certain doors that they can access, and like, you know, they have like the cells locked and everything. And that's fine. But like being able to be like, I'm there. I'm a resource that's available to people in the cells right away. That would help. I know for a fact, DOJ, they just sit up there. They'll call their buddies in private law firms to come down. We rarely get called. And like you'll have like people like Schumann and his firm, they just hang around PD all day and they just jump at the bit when someone asks for a lawyer. And like
Not that as a
that
private
fucking
lawyer we get
sucks.
fucking paid when we give consults down there.
Well, they're working, or at least Schumann, they're working pro bono now. So it's
Oh,
like, you know, if
okay.
they're going to do it for free anyways, like, why would they call PDO? And then whenever they do go to court or whatever, they charge exorbitant prices just for like being a retainer or for representation. Like, and I'm so stoked that you and
Or
Williams are opening a firm so you can kind of give them some competition to, you know, uh, you know, push their prices a little bit to lower them possibly. I don't know
oh,
what your rates are or whatever,
we're
but
we're we're like half, if not lower, than theirs.
see, and that will help a lot, and especially because you have good credentials. You are good at what you do. Like I know it for a fact, and like you guys are obviously getting some work. So being able to be there and be a competition for them is going to help tremendously. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, well, they have too much sway or whatever. Like, let's limit them through the law because that's not right. I mean, they have a right to work as, you know, private firm and make their own prices and stuff. You know, it's a free economy, but healthy competition will definitely help resolve that. And I think over time, you guys will see that.
Yeah. Well, my big thing becomes if they're doing pro bono, that honestly, there needs to be something against private law firms doing that, because otherwise, why have a public defender's office if law firms that charge clients, you know, $60,000 a month as a retainer, then live off that
That's
retainer
insane.
and go,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
that's what Don O'Hagan asked because, like, I was representing somebody, and his friend was like, "Oh, I want Donald O'Hagan." The other guy's like, "Well, I can't afford him," and so they called Don down, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm working pro bono anyway." I was like, "Okay, do you want to represent this other guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." I figured they might as well just be represented by the same person because they did the same things. So instead of splitting it, I was like, "Well, here you have both of them if you're not going to charge them."
well, I've had calls come through, and I'm like, you know, hey man, how you going? It's like, oh yeah, good, good. And I'm like, okay, sweet. What's up? You know, how can I help you? Oh, do you want to come down and represent this guy? I'm like, has PDO declined? And they're like, what? Like, has the public defender declined to represent the person in the cells? Oh, well, we didn't call PDO. Well, why not? Because your name's first on the list. Right? Really? That's how you're doing it these days? I'm like, go
Yeah,
call
there's
PDO. If they decline, call me back.
like we barely get called at all, honestly. I get called about legal advice, and there's only so much I can do with that because I'm not a private lawyer. You know, I can't help with civil suits or things
Yeah.
like last wills and testaments or divorces or anything like that. And
Yeah.
it's frustrating. I feel like I'm just wasting my time.
That's alright. I don't think anyone can help with last will and testament anymore.
Well, considering that nobody ever dies in this state. And I'm not saying I understand that, you know, there's a whole big deal that we could go into here that I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I think the problem's kind of across the board, to be quite honest with you. It's not an isolated thing anymore.
Well, you know, I mean, like the whole William Benning fucking thing was
What
a
the hell is
travesty.
that?
He essentially held the government hostage and didn't fucking allow anything to be put through. It kind of left the government unchecked. Government agencies took shit onto themselves.
Okay,
Yeah, that's not right.
what's wrong?
The pigeon. Can you see the pigeon up there? That little black dot right there.
Oh, uh-huh.
It's sitting in midair. I'm kind of concerned.
Don't worry
Maybe
about
there's
it.
maybe there's like a wire or something up there we
Yeah.
can't see. I don't know.
Fiber optic wire,
Oh, it's sitting on the internet. It's okay.
It's sitting on Google. Don't drop it.
The city's weird lately. It's mildly concerning. Don't mind me. I'm just going slowly insane.
Slowly.
So what happened? Look. Okay, it's been 3 months. I've been without a morgue for 3 months. It's okay. I'm unraveling at seams.
See, I went through a phase before Tommy was like, you need to be a cop, where I was like, do I really want to be a lawyer? And I was like trying to think of other things. I was considering proposing again forensics, like a forensics labs at Humane Labs.
Try that.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God, no.
There's
no,
just so much
no,
with
no,
it.
No, do not mention Humane Labs. Never mention Humane Labs. Not a good
Wait,
idea.
what
No,
happened
no,
there?
Just no. No.
It's
Shady lot of shit.
yeah.
7.
mean-
7. Fucking 7.
7 what? Okay.
Just yeah.
I mean, it's not really utilized in a government or law capacity. I think it could probably be cleaned up and used, but is she okay?
She'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I don't know. I was just playing around with it, but like as an optional thing. Like obviously like cops can then, submit all their stuff like ballistics or
Well, I mean,
whatever stuff they get, and then like doctors and stuff they can do like their blood tests and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say
I think
civilian
giving
side.
Yeah, I was like thinking is like
It's okay,
doing
Liv.
forensics
There's no death's orgasm around. You're fine. Just breathe it out.
But it takes us like it took police like 24 hours to wait for that stuff. Like, why not give them an option if they want to talk to someone and say, hey, can you get this to me, a little bit quicker?
I've advocated
Within a few hours.
I advocated to George. He said he'd take it to command because I said, how many crime scenes have we got where things are missed because there's no independent body that comes in and does a sweep? MCDs even miss stuff. Normal PDs miss stuff. Sheriffs have missed stuff. It's gonna continue to happen.
I didn't. 7, so many 7s.
But it's I can't see how someone can make a profit off of it, and I don't know how utilized it would be, because like whenever people are given the option, you can do this yourself, or you can give it to someone else to do just a little bit quicker. They'll do it themselves most of the time, because like why not? If you have the resources to do it, like why not? So I don't know how much it would be used or how profitable it would be, because really only law enforcement and medical services could really use it.
Well, no, it could be government funded, but then open to others. Like to go get a DNA test, I had to send it through the hospital, and it took forever.
Right.
We're going to the hospital.
And fucking, if I had sent that to a private lab, they could have had a technician look at it, within a couple of days or whatever, instead of waiting a couple of months. It just.
Right.
I miss my machines. They went beep and everything.
There was even a machine that went ping.
Yeah, there was. And if you set them off at the right time, they made pretty music.
She's fine. She's just going down memory lane. It's cool.
But I think I've been trying to find.
God!
Oh,
The corner
okay.
with the hearts was still in the. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Should really fine.
Months later.
Oh dear.
they'll just find them and just be like, oh God, okay.
Oh God, what happened to the contaminated ones? What a shite. Oh dear.
I don't know. I think I've been playing around trying to find ways to still be a cop but not, and that's not gonna work. I mean, I've been trying to, throw around in my brain every which way I can do it, or like every idea I have goes back to it. And I don't know. I think Tommy's right and need to go back. I can't right now because I'm dealing with my shit, but
Well, I mean,
if I can work through it, then maybe it's a possibility for me again.
I mean, that's the thing, is it's a big ass to go through all that shit. I mean, years of everything. Why do you think I bottle it up? It's not the most healthy way of dealing with stuff, but it works.
I never bottled things up. I just told the corpses. It was great. They were great listeners.
But they were.
Yeah, but they were. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. There's probably emotional trauma. Well, I mean, there's emotional trauma from the day I was born, but there's stuff from Iraq, Afghanistan, then being a cop, then being a detective, then being an EMS. There's a lot in this head that makes me pretty fucked up, but that's why it's like as much as there's days I miss it, I'm just reluctant to go back, and I think like where can I help the most? And right now it's sitting there and being able to give a PD perspective to people that are in need of legal help, and eventually it'll be helping with bail bonds.
And that's what I thought too. That's how I thought I could help. But I mean, like I said, I don't get called for shit. I mean, there's only so many people I can talk to casually about these things, but then the people that actually need to hear it, I can't reach them because no one's, utilizing me as a resource. Like I feel so shitty sitting in an office for hours on end, just collecting paychecks and not doing anything for it.
Wow, you get a paycheck.
Sucks. I do.
I
do.
remember those.
I do, but I'd rather earn it rather than just sitting there.
No, I get you.
It's frustrating from being someone that does stuff to someone that doesn't. I have a lot of free time, and that's nice.
Oh, I hate free time. Free time and me don't mix.
But just isn't. I feel unfulfilled. Yes.
That's what the whiskey's for.
Which, for $3,000, you get all 3 bottles in a very pretty box.
I'm on Abilify. I don't know if I should mix that with alcohol.
I can look that up very quickly.
That would be helpful. I had Dr. Kane list off some of the side effects, but I mean, I forgot to ask about, if there's any issues if you mix it with alcohol. I assume there is because most medications you're not supposed to, but
Abilify, also known as aripiprazole. Alcohol can affect the nervous system. Effects of aripiprazole, such as dizziness, drowsiness, and difficulty in concentrating. Some people may experience impairment in thinking or judgment. So basically, all the symptoms of being drunk, just quicker.
Basically.
That's no fun.
It is recommended to limit to at least no more than 5 standard drinks per day when on Abilify. Well, there you go. You're cleared. Just don't drink the bottle all at once.
And don't drink whiskey revenge.
Yeah, no whiskey revenge. That will blow your liver.
200%. Because why not?
You could go be a private eye.
Oh, fuck that shit. They aren't respected for shit, and the resources are shitty. I mean, I see what Conrad Gearhart goes through. he's still like a private eye in security, and
Yeah.
he knows a lot. He knows surprisingly a lot, but also I feel like I knew a lot more as a cop what was going on than I do now.
No, 100%, because you heard the radio every 3 seconds. You saw the 911
Right.
calls. You turned up to the scenes. You picked up the officers that were down. You picked up the suspects. You know, to go from all of that to being on the outside now, very quickly it confirms the thoughts. Though, I mean, you've had conversations with people. You've seen how the charging's going. You see how cops act. I had fucking Shanahan sit there and basically try and dissuade us not to lodge a complaint on behalf of a client for how he was treated. You know, because the guy turned up to get his vehicle that they had had for over 24 hours, and they weren't going to release it unless he consented to a search.
And that doesn't seem
Bribery.
legal.
Yeah. And they decided to use the definition that, by the way, I think is the most atrocious thing ever to sit in our penal code, that a citizen in a mask automatically determines reasonable suspicion.
Oh dear.
Do you know that little caveat was in the penal code?
No, but also people in masks annoy me. Except for one.
Well, except for one.
The collector.
She actually doesn't wear that mask all that often anymore.
Actually, two. I'll throw Narcle in there too.
Yeah, he's been away for the winter. He hates the cold.
It's his toes. He doesn't wear shoes. They get cold.
But yeah, like my thing is this: is I understand, we got guys in gangs that roll around, repping. I get it. But then there's people that work around cars. There's legitimate occupations where people may wish to wear a mask to, safeguard their lungs, etc. But according to the penal code, you could go up and give them a frisk or a pat down, reasonable suspicion that they're doing something because they're wearing a mask.
So does that mean you can, do a search on any doctor work at the hospital with a mask on?
Yep, by the penal code.
That's funny.
And here's a better one for you. If I, on my motorcycle, had an open face helmet and decided to cover up my face with a mask while I'm riding, I get stopped on a traffic stop, even though I'm doing nothing other than being on a traffic stop. They have every right to get me off my bike and do a pat down because I'm wearing a
That's so
mask,
stupid.
therefore have reasonable suspicion.
Nah, so stupid. It makes me wonder who... Is it? That sounds like the same person that wrote the one for the, the feed animals. I still find that amusing. It amuses me a lot.
The what animals?
So, in the new animal care HR 077, if you buy a feed animal, so a cow that you intend to turn into beef, you must only feed it legally once per week.
Yeah,
so,
but you well, legally, it
What?
says legally you have to feed it within 7 days. So basically, I could buy a cow, put it on my farm, slaughter it for meat or 6.5 days, and not have to feed it, according to law that they wrote. Because, smarts.
That's concerning.
That's animal cruelty, that is. That's, the definition of animal cruelty. Yes, we're not going to feed our animal for a whole 6-7 days.
That's a weird one.
You ever
and
wonder...
the Rangers put it in.
I was gonna say, you ever wonder who makes these laws?
It doesn't have me concerned. It's just that 077 is just badly written, in my opinion. It's terrible. Why they signed that in with that, it's just, yeah. Those rabbits are still taunting me.
Waiting to hear back on a fucking case, and nothing's coming through on it yet. It's kind of annoying.
I still don't get why, at the moment, it's legal to go hunting with a pistol, even though, it was never meant to be, because, animal cruelty, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know. Zayas brought that up in his campaign.
Yeah, it's so
But then
stupid.
he got arrested, And then also, it was brought
Jeez.
up in the debate, and I agree the pistol hunting probably should not be a thing, but also it's not the biggest issue that needs to be tackled right
No,
now.
it isn't the biggest issue. No, not at all. But the thing is,
Right.
I don't know. I don't get what it changed because I remember when the Rangers were first, started. I was very clearly told that you can only hunt with a rifle, and that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, Tommy told me that he has only ever used a rifle because he didn't know he could use a pistol. I'm like, yeah, you could use a pistol.
Which is stupid because, unless you're a really good shot, you're not going to kill him outright. So that's animal cruelty, which I
Right.
thought they were meant to be trying to prevent and everything. Which is why they imported the rifles and everything. I'm very confused.
I don't know.
No, me.
I used a pistol before. I chased him down when I first started.
It depends
hunting.
on what it is.
I used
Because,
my
if it's a
department issue
rabbit,
pistol.
you should be able to, kill it no problem. But, if it's, a deer, you definitely need a rifle.
I'm just quite frustrated at the moment because the way the things are. I can't actually, go down to my farm and call my cows.
Right.
Because, the city says no. Which is really annoying because that was one of the reasons I, went for the cow farm and to do the meat and everything. But they can't do it, which is really sad. And then they ruined the hunting grounds anyway, so it's all shite now. Maybe I should just go, down to my farm and call the rabbits on there. There's enough of the damn buggers.
I almost feel like calling Commissioner Reggiano and just being like, "Hey, buddy, I know my license for the bail bonds is on hold right now because we're waiting for the legislation, but what's the chances of getting the building all fitted out and stuff like that?"
I mean, you haven't contacted him yet.
No, he's on right now though. Like honestly, I don't even.
I told you a week ago, Stryker, for fuck's sake.
I don't even know what the fuck to talk about. I'm bad talking to people like him. If throw me in front of a judge, I'll argue all week. Throw me in front of Reggiano, and I don't know what to say. Maybe I should say, "Hey, are you available?" And we pop down to his office, and I bring Joe.
Have you applied for your premises
And
license
your
yet?
legal representation.
Yeah, bring Joe's legal representation.
Have you applied for your premises yet?
I don't know if they will let me because of the fact it's on hold. That's why I'm like, I want to go kind of talk with them.
It's still a legal business though, so you should have put that in as soon as you got your business license.
Well, look, let's call Reggiano and let's go have a chat with him. Joe, you want to come be my legal rep?
Yeah,
I will pay you in whiskey or hugs, your choice.
I'm good with both.
Hello.
Hey, Mikey, it's Logan Stryker. How you doing?
Hey, doing not too bad. Boy, I know you. You are a detective, right?
I was, yes, I was a detective. I'm now actually a lawyer, but I'm actually calling about something.
I get that a lot.
I'm actually calling about the business license that I have in there with you guys, the Fenrir bail bonds and fugitive recovery.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the suspended license due to the legislation changes that Bex was putting through.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Is it okay if I pop down with the co-manager and a lawyer friend just to have a quick chat over some stuff?
Down as well.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
That should be fine.
You guys are down at the Dockle building, or would you like to meet up somewhere else?
We're at the. Yeah, you can come down to the Dockle office if you want.
Okay, not a problem. We'll probably be there. Probably say about 10-15 minutes. We'll just come on up, or if you want to meet us at the front, either or.
We will meet you in the lobby.
I can just let you in.
Okay. Keys to the building, so I'll meet you in the lobby. Yep.
Yeah, not a problem. I do have someone actually. The law friend that I'm bringing down does have keys to the building, so if need be, they can let us in.
Honestly, if you want to come right up to the Dockle floor, that's no problem.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, we will see you shortly. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right,
Alright,
bye
see
bye.
you soon.
Wow, he actually picked up the phone. I'm surprised.
Because he's got me in his phone as detective.
Ah, con in.
All right.
Oh, did you
There are some advantages
really
to
miss
that.
me this? Oh.
What kind of car did you bring, Joe?
I brought a neon. It's a four-door.
Oh, fuck. I love electric cars. Is there a garage
I
nearby?
sold the.
You might like mine then as well that I bought Christmas.
I sold my what do you call it? The DeLorean. I sold that.
Why?
I sold that to my now boyfriend because it reminded me of Dave, and I don't want anything to do
So
with that.
now you give it. So it reminds you of the ex. So you gave it to the current. That makes fucking
Well,
sense.
I wasn't dating him at the time. Okay. It
So
just kinda
who is
happened.
Tommy, and where does Tommy live, and what does he look like, and what is his social security number?
I'm not sure I know all of that, but Tommy it's Tommy Kingsley.
Okay.
He works at Wicked Customs.
Okay.
Whatever it is. He likes to go to Shadowcade a lot. He seems to know everybody in the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motorcycle's still there. Surprised. I
He
saw one driving
does
off really,
have a
really quick.
criminal background, but I mean,
Well, you're not a cop now, so. You
yeah,
know what?
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna leave it
it's-
there. Hayes can come and get it, and we'll just roll down with
Okay.
Joe all powerful. Wait, hang on. What color is your car?
It is a matte black with a gasoline green pearl.
Damn.
Yeah, it looks
All right.
real sexy.
Left-hand lane of Los Santos Freeway, northbound lanes.
Something.
Closed due to an accident. Okay.
Were you
well,
there for Luca and Lewis's wedding over here?
Yes, I was.
That was so nice.
You know, the fact that all these years later they're still rocking it, just. Meanwhile, the rest of
It
us
gives
are
you
like divorced, widowed, or something else.
Never been married.
Oh, lucky you.
Got left for somebody else. You know.
Okay, here we go. All right.
I'm just saying.
Greatest tip I could ever give to the younger generation: don't hold on to things that were. Concentrate on what is.
Yeah, easier said than done though.
Yeah, no, I get you.
My car's actually got.
Oh.
Those other cars were like beeping, and I was like, someone's been breaking into those, so I parked it down here.
Oh no, it's the locals. Oh, this.
These are great because they drive just as fast backwards as they do forwards.
No, I've heard they've got slow ass acceleration, but
Jesus Christ.
I don't think it's that bad.
Actually, do you need me, Stryker?
I mean, look, if you don't want to
Yeah,
come on by.
Nah, no, it's just I don't really want to go to the Department of Commerce Labour at the moment, you know.
Okay, that's fine.
Why is that?
Just you know.
Issues.
Oh, okay.
Would you mind dropping me off en route to the Eclipse Towers?
Yeah, if you want to mark it.
It's where?
That's on Vinewood, right?
It's west. You know where the little? No, you know where the little teapot is. It's just across from there. I walk down there for breakfast every now and again. Quite pleasant.
It's a nice place.
It really is. I love the little teapot. It's probably one of my favourite eateries. Met up cafes. Oh dear, where's my rifle? Oh, they didn't run. I went hunting over Christmas. I haven't been hunting for so long, but they ruined my favourite spot.
That's
And I had police coming over and said, "Oh, you're out of bounds." Like, yeah, I looked at the new map. It's like my little toes out of bounds, maybe. And why did he change it anyway? Because I can't accidentally shoot anyone on Route 68 because it's up a cliff.
Well, I mean, maybe they're worried about bullet travel. Who knows?
It's up a cliff.
Strange things have happened.
Beep beep. I'm a lawyer.
You know, someone from Wicked
And-
Repairs never got back to me on an investigation, so maybe I need to go. Oh, the Vanilla Unicorn's open? Holy shit, it's open.
No. They said it
Uh,
was open for a staff thing. I saw the text.
Skylar Reed,
Yeah,
Dustin
they're-
Bennett, Billy Bowen, Amelia Watson, Candy Lane, Jamie
just him.
Lane, Natasha Volkov, Noel Johnson, Reno Marte,
Jeez,
Sheila
wait, what?
Pookums, Bambi Gambino.
They shouldn't be on duty though, because they said it's not opening until the 21st, and they're doing a staff thing today. So they're just paycheck farming. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, thank you very much, and
No
good luck
problem,
with your
Liz.
chat. Yeah,
Good to see you again.
Hi, and you, and you. Drop me an email. Let me know how it goes, alright?
Will do.
Alright, stay
Be safe.
Yeah, no promises.
Don't do what I would.
Go. Oh.
So, how much did this cost you?
I can't remember. You'd have to ask Ash Williams. I think it was over 100 grand.
Ash Williams, you say?
Yeah, he works at PDM. That's where I got it from.
Oh, I know him.
Oh, do ya? He says he knew my sister, but
Yo. What up?
What up, Stryker?
Hey, a Fister Neon is gonna fall off the back of a truck and land in my garage, right?
You wish.
I,
Can't even get it for free, man.
I do wish. I'm kind of fucking cruising in one right now. I'm like, I could kind of go for one of these.
I mean, I can give you family discount, but that's about it.
How much is a family discount?
Like 4.5%, because I only get 5.
Oh, hey, quick question. You know the parking lot's back there, right? Sorry, no, I'm talking to Joe here. Okay, wow, there's a parking garage down here now.
yeah. Fuck
Okay,
you.
did not know that. So what I was gonna say is, do you know if PDM has any law office on retainer for like civil suits or contracts, anything like that?
We have, what the fuck is some? I forget the dude's name, but he used to be the assistant manager here. But he doesn't do court. He only does documents.
Okay. Cause what I was gonna say is Williams and Associates for $20K a month. We're one of the cheaper retainers. Is available for all of your civil needs, from documentation to court appearances to anything at all. So yeah, if you know, just putting it out there, just in case, you know.
So, no, I'll definitely pass it on. So, DHS is trying to steal me.
DHS is why would the Department of Homeland? Oh no, wait, that's not Homeland Security.
No, they're the Human Services.
Yeah, why are they trying to steal you? Cause your fucking psych degree or something?
Yeah, they want me to run the addiction thing they're starting up.
Dude, I'm a fucked in the head war veteran, fucked in the head detective, and you can't even help me get a Fister Neon. How the fuck are you gonna help anybody there?
How is that the same thing, you son of a bitch?
You know what it is. All right, man. Look, I gotta run. I'm just giving you shit. If they do it, you'll fucking just ace that shit, man. So, but keep me up to date, and yeah, just for PDM, remember Williams and Associates, $20,000 a month retainer, all your legal needs, including court.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
I'll pass it on.
Yeah, we need to catch up and get a beer at some point too. So.
Yeah, no, for sure.
All right, man.
My friend's mom owns Blackwood, so I mean that's always an option.
Owns
so.
the what?
The Blackwood Saloon up in
Toledo. Hey, that's where I'm thinking of opening up Fenrir bail bonds and futures recovery. So, yeah. All right, man. Well, I will hit you up later.
All right, talk to you later, brother.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Reggie, did he say the dockle office?
Yeah, dockle office.
Okay. We gotta go back in here and go up a floor.
It is so good not to like just want to arrest people. You know, when you're in these kind of elevators. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that Kayla's office?
It shouldn't be. No, this isn't, because this is different artwork and stuff. Did you say like a conference room or?
No, he just said they'd meet us up here on the floor. Mr. Reggiano.
Oh shit! This is our floor. They must have changed stuff around.
Yeah, because I was like, there's Furtaw in his sprunk get up.
Okay, let's go back in.
Maybe they're this
It's
set
really
of
weird. They
elevators.
like. Oh, it is the parking one. It is the parking one. That's
Didn't we go up the parking one?
I thought so, but maybe not.
No, that's DOJ and PDO. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
What the actual fuck?
Are
They
we,
switched these
are we in the
things
Matrix?
around. Might be.
Okay, I've tried.
Let's.
Like,
Okay, hold on. Let's go over here and try these ones.
but isn't this the one that we just went up before?
I don't know.
Oh God.
Wait. Come on. Okay, we need to go up one more floor, okay? Okay.
But this definitely
made
looks
it.
different.
Exactly. That's why I was like, we're in the wrong spot.
We were terrified.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sorry,
I
we got
appreciate
lost.
Howdy. Sorry.
Mikey, are you
How you
talking
doing?
normal volume?
Oh God, I'm not talking normal volume.
No,
Okay,
there,
thank you.
there you go.
Sorry. God, oh God, my phone. Millions of calls. Hang up on you. Okay. Who likes Lane
Working-
Maximus, huh? Okay.
Lane. Oh wow, really?
I'm kidding. He's all right. He's a friend. Have a seat.
All right, appreciate it. I'm gonna grab this little one here. I'm not going on a casting couch.
Wow, okay, fine.
That's what I brought you along for, Joe. Anyway.
Wow. All right.
I'm a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is gonna sound really strange and unusual. Obviously,
Sure.
you're aware. I did put in the business license, I believe, around September, October of last year. It was originally called Tartarus. We have just updated the name. We paid the fee for that to Fenrir. We kind of decided Tartarus sounded like a dental condition. Not really
Okay.
conducive to, someone that's going to try and help you out of jail, etc. I guess the one issue that we've run into is with the government shutdown for elections, things like that, their legislation itself is not progressing anywhere. However, I want to try and see what we could do, or whether it would be okay in terms of trying to identify, premises, get those registered, maybe start trying to do some
Okay.
renovations.
All right. So this is what I'll do. You have been waiting since early November. It's been suspended that long, and you have been waiting. And the fact that you're here talking to me now about this, I'm pretty okay with. I'm pretty okay with you getting a premises, but I'm gonna put a stipulation on it though. If there's never any legislation from let's just. If there's never any legislation on this, though, and for some reason your business operates illegally with bails, then it's going to get terminated. You're going to lose your premises.
Oh no, 100%.
So I just want to put that out there because technically your license is not approved, but I'm willing to let you go to the next step because you've been so patient. I just want there to be some sort of. I just want you to because I want you to be aware that it's not really illegal. I don't know how legal the bails are if there's no legislation. Yeah.
I mean,
so
technically, and I mean, obviously, detective lawyer now. Joe works for the PDO. Bail is a thing right now. You could be
Sure,
arrested
sure,
on a
sure.
felony
Mhm.
and still get out.
Yep.
The legislation itself is designed, or what is going to be changing, and I can sort of speak with authority because I've been working with Bex and Mon on this one for a while. We're trying to implement a tiered bail system so that for X crimes, you know, you're in this bracket of bail, and you can sort of expect the minimum to maximum. A judge can alter it, etc. But ultimately, it gives you the threshold, and then it also provides for the recovery aspect, which is that someone can come and grab you if you breach your bail, and they're not technically kidnapping you, which is how it stands at the moment. So, if anything was to go on out of those premises, it would be purely
Actually,
the loan side. But even then,
you know what? I thought of a better idea.
okay,
Instead of me doing that, this is what I'll do. I will let you apply for a premises, and I will leave it on a permanent 7-day. I'm sorry, a 7-day. I will leave it on a permanent hold until your. So basically, what's going to happen is, if I put it on a permanent hold, then that will you will you will sort of have the place, but basically, if anybody wants it, they're gonna have to contest you for it, and it's generally hard to pull a place from somebody. You know, when it's so, instead of me leaving a stupid little, I don't know, a note that says we can take it because of whatever. Why don't we do that? Because that leaves options for everybody.
Okay.
Because technically your business isn't really fully licensed, so we will also not fully license your property then. But we won't do any construction on the inside though either.
Okay.
Because technically there's no way you can earn money.
No, exactly.
From the business. So.
And that was actually going to be one of my next questions. Was that there are two places that we have been looking at, and the feasibility of one of those is sort of the bigger question. There is an old bail bondsman's office. I'm sure you heard about poor Jay, who used to run a lot of the bail around sort of a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, he passed away recently. One of his offices, that last one actually that was running, is up at Paleto Bay, right next to Sally's Surf Shop. So I was looking at potentially going there. But another thing did pop into my mind, which is I have sort of just been searching around some architects, things like that, and one did reach out and say that they may be able to remodel the old public library off McDonald and Davis Avenue, right near the old courthouse down there. Is there any stipulations on those kind of buildings kind of being out of bounds for renovations, or?
So the one that you're talking about near, where's that again? You said McDonald and Davis.
Yeah, McDonald
There's
and Davis.
Okay, so what building is it if I'm looking at my GPS? Would it be the actual courthouse or?
No, there's a public library building. That's separate.
Honestly, the best thing that I could do so that you can get an idea of it is, if you'd like, we can jump in a car, go down there, because it's one that you're probably not going to recognize.
You guys want to go down there, Jake? Hal, I have no plans. Do you guys have plans?
Sure.
No, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I guess we'll get a little convoy going.
Unless
Joe, you didn't want to come down, and I can just roll with
we
them.
have a car that can fit all of our people.
I'm not taking that, Jake.
Literally,
no,
nobody
I
ever
will
calls
drive
me,
the
so I can
Aquamobile.
stay or I
No.
can go. It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Or the RV. We're not taking the RV.
Come on.
Oh, the
Hey,
RV.
boss.
Oh God.
I was referring to Aquamobile, but the RV also works.
Not till the day I die.
Alright.
What's up?
Just wondering what you're up to.
I'm just with some Dockle people about the whole bail bonds thingamadoober, and I'm also with Joe, funnily enough.
Oh, tell her I said hi.
I certainly will. Do you need me down at the office?
Nope. Do what you need to do.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long,
Yeah.
and then I'll be able to.
Oh my
pop
god, I
on in.
keep forgetting you just
Oh,
go
we
all the
have
way
to
down.
keep going all the way down, don't we? Yep. Alrighty. Cool. Well,
Yep.
I will let you know when I'm on the way.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, cool. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Liz says hi.
Oh. Yeah, I missed her. I'm sad she had to resign and everything, but I'm glad she's still doing law stuff.
Wow, what is
Um,
that amazing?
did you
machine
park?
right
Did you park up top, or did you want to?
Oh no, I parked in here. Since
Okay.
I work in the PDO office.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's right. All right. All right. Cool.
Yeah, that's how I got all the keys and
That
stuff.
is an amazing
nice.
car. I never will be that rich, but that's an amazing car. That's my foot.
All
Are
right,
these
mark where
both
it
electric
is.
cars?
I don't know if his is.
Davis and McDonald. There it is.
Oh, okay, lady. You're a shithead.
Well,
Away,
after we're done
fine.
here, if you want to come up to the office and see Liz, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah, I want to catch up.
Yeah, she's the managing partner. I'm just the senior, so that's why I call her boss, and it fucking drives her insane.
Well, I definitely would like to see her not in a judge capacity.
Oh, she's been teaching me a lot, but then she's also let me just do a lot of shit myself.
Right.
Including getting into a
I feel
pissing
like
match
she'd be
with
good
Max
about that.
Shanahan.
Oh god.
I think that's the stolen car.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say yes.
And why have they got unmarked fucking D10 coquettes?
I don't know.
Oh, Liz retweeted the little ad I put out on Twitter. Fister Growler, fully upgraded, asking for 55,000. Yeah, no.
Does she like your new best friend now?
No, but she's one of the few people I actually get to see. As I said, I've been excommunicated, and no cops will talk to me. They won't take my calls or anything.
I think, at least for me, it's not so much that, but it's like everyone's busy. Like, I remember being a cop and I was always busy. It was really hard to get back to people.
Yeah.
And now I'm on the other side of it and it sucks.
I literally had Christina White, when she found out that I was representing Josh, sit there, call me, and say, "Oh, traitor, why did you take on his case? You're a dirty whore. Do you work down at the Vanilla Unicorn? You dirty, dirty whore. No one here wants you around. No one likes you.
Like, if she said that shit to you, that should be recorded, and she honestly needs to go jump off a cliff.
Take a left here. The parking is over by the... There it is. You see it on the right?
The public library.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
This is it. Here. May need to pull forward so they can park in. I just realized they're driving a Fister too.
Yeah, theirs just looks different.
Well, yeah, because it's got that...
Electric. You can't. I told you can't do this with an electric. It's really obnoxious.
It's got that boss-ass fucking
Nice
spoiler
car.
on the back.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The only thing you can't do is you can't spin out it. I hate it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is the old public library building, and basically...
I didn't know this was here.
that not a lot of people do. But, yeah, basically what they've said is that they can open
Actually
this up
not big. Let me take a look around.
I don't know how much space
it's
they would
conveniently
need.
located right across from the court.
Well, no, they're apparently
They don't
court's
really
not
use that
run out of there
courthouse.
anymore.
No.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Since when?
It's closed.
I
They
think
closed
it's
it down a little while
the
ago. A few weeks.
I think it's
That
only
was
the one on Alta.
okay, because I was gonna say that's where when we got sued. That's where we had to go.
Yeah.
It's the Supreme Court. So, it's the higher court of San Andreas, I believe, that's in there.
Which is really, to me, I feel like it should be reversed based on location, but regardless.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of like, here for me was like, okay, it's close to the south side, but yet not so close to the south side that if people from elsewhere come down here, they're going to get shot.
Yeah.
My main concern, like, Polito's nice. It's a small little office. I don't know if you've ever been up there.
The middle of nowhere, yeah.
It's just
so.
Yeah.
My main problem is, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's more of a concern of is okay. You have a very specific business.
Yeah.
Do you? So my question would be to me, to you would be, do you need more than like 1 or 2 offices?
Yeah, and I mean that's the one thing that I'm asking
And,
myself
and I'm not trying,
as
and
well.
I'm not asking that like I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just trying to.
Oh
I
no,
want to
no.
understand if you want more space for a reason that I'm not seeing.
Yeah. No.
And that doesn't mean I'm saying no to this. I'm just curious, really.
Yeah,
It's not a bad place.
we're looking at having at most 10 employees, and that's going to be roughly
10.
to be open for 24 hours a day. So it's going to be basically a shift of like 5 that would kind of be from the.
Can you give me a rundown on what they would actually be doing? I'm genuinely curious.
No,
So
no,
what
no,
would,
sure,
what would
sure.
10 employees be doing for a bail bonds business?
So, it is going to be shift related. So we're going to have people that are more frequent with, say, the European consulate and working with those kind of minded people. And then we're going to have those that are working more with NAAU kind of minded people, kind of like right around now. So essentially, myself and my co-manager, I would be running this shift, and the way that the business is set up is that when a call comes in of somebody that needs bail or somebody's calling on that person's behalf, we'll go down to courthouse, whatever, do the paperwork with them, pay that bond, and then that person becomes the case manager for that person. Now it's their job to keep checking in on them, making sure that they're following their bail conditions, making sure that they're ready to go to court, making sure they're meeting with their lawyers, whatever may need to happen, and then ultimately walking them to the courthouse. Now the other side of the business is the fugitive recovery side. And that's where everybody gets involved. So if a case manager comes to me and says, "Hey boss, Joe Bloggs had a bail of $5,000. He's missed the last 2 check-ins and he missed his court date today," that sets into recovery mode. So we would go as a team of 4. Hence the reason that we have 5. That way then we can leave someone at the office here who can continue to do the bail stuff, while the other 4 are out looking for Joe Bloggs. So we'll start with co-signers, start at his house, go to known places that he likes to hang out. And our job then is basically to get him into our custody, to then take him either to court to see the judge. Well, it's not custody, it's we are, and this is where the act comes into it. We are authorized.
Right. This is where you need the legislation.
Exactly. Yeah. So under the legislation, while we are civilians, we have the ability to detain a fugitive, to transport from the location of detainment to either a police station, sheriff station, trooper station, or the court itself. If we take them anywhere outside of that, it's kidnapping. You may think Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I was actually. I just didn't want to say it.
Except it's not Dog.
Okay, all right, I understand now. I'm down for this. Okay, this place, I think I mean, obvious question. I feel like you wouldn't need a cell, right?
No, not at all. No. It's primarily.
I think though. I mean, yeah, I could see why you'd want a few offices and maybe a little room in there.
Hangout spot.
I get it now.
What I could do is, I have on record a couple of like architects that I've spoken with who have given me some ideas of renovations that they could draw up. I can send you those. One's for here, one's for the one out at Polito. Now, that being said, if there's another office space that you guys could even suggest that's in the city area that maybe, say, the same renovations for Polito could fit in, if that's possible.
If you want to send me any blueprints you have direct, my email is it's Mikey Reggiano on the email chain. That would be cool. Honestly, now that I actually understand your business, because I thought it was kind of just figuring out. I thought it was something a little different, but I'm actually pretty supportive of what the whole thing is now. So I'm okay with this place for the size. I'm pretty okay with it. Yeah, I don't really see any problem, to be honest. So for the license, though, this is what I'll tell you. So legally, I need for legal reasons, I have to keep it on a perpetual hold until legislation. However, I will tell you I'll tell you candidly that you've sold me pretty heavy on the idea. So if anybody wants to contest this location, they're gonna have to have a much better idea than you for this building. That's because basically when people contest a building, a hearing happens in the process of when something's on hold, and we determine where who should own the premises.
Yeah, the best person.
You know, like I would say the negative to you having it is it's a perpetual hold, until legislation. However, the positive is, when legislation does happen, I think you get a really cool thing going. So, that's my feelings currently, and I'm pretty supportive of it. So yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'm just taking a look through the directory here. You have a friend, Kermit the Frog, is kind of a...
Yeah. I got him on my phone.
All right,
my phone
well,
app
hey,
there.
what we're gonna do over here
Yep.
is we're gonna sit there and we're gonna fuck some people. I mean, what?
It's all purpley looking.
But yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Kermit.
Yeah. Oh, Kermit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember years ago when this is gonna show my age. People used to trade an MP3 of him and Big Bird supposedly getting stoned, and he introduces himself as Kermit the Frog from West Street News.
That's pretty funny.
He's like, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here, and Big Bird's like, you said Kermit.
Oh God.
You are old.
Wow.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm 25, but man, I really at
me
heart,
too.
at heart, I feel a lot older.
No, I wear my age with a badge of pride. I'm in my 30s. I've seen shit. I've done shit.
Totally.
I can't imagine being in your 30s.
Me either.
Sounds so far away.
Yeah, I'm only 25.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay.
I'll be 26 this year.
All right. So I can't go over these right now, but send me everything you got, and I will probably take a look at them tomorrow.
Yeah, no, not a problem. So that's both of the sort of the blueprints and things there. As I said, if the blueprints for the Polito office, I mean, it is a smaller area, but it's usable. And ultimately, I'm not sold either way. This is kind of a, if it's possible, but if the blueprints from Polito work better and you guys know of a better location in the city that
we'll take a look at
it,
Polito. Yeah, we'll take a look at Polito a little bit later. I'm down to give you a hand because I like your business and I really think it's a unique one. So I'm down. We'll take a look at Polito probably tomorrow. This place, I'll tell you right now, Dockle is fine with this place for you to... as of right now, if you wanted to put in an application for this place, it would be on a hold until, legislation, et cetera, et cetera. I'm okay with that. If you're not sure and you want to wait till I give you my opinion on the place in Polito, I'll probably take a look at that tomorrow night. If that's, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm employed at Williams & Associates right now, so it's not like it's a super rush, but at the same time, obviously, I want to try and get ducks lined up. So I'm happy to wait for you to check it out. And even if there's somewhere, as I said, that you may think of that I haven't in terms of location that you think could work, I'm even open to you suggesting that and being like, hey, look, we've taken into consideration, have you thought about X?
Yeah, no, totally. Oh, shit, I have a phone call. No, I totally... I like helping people out find places. I have to take this phone call.
All good. We'll get out of your hair. I appreciate y'all giving us 5 minutes of your time to come check things out. And...
Honestly, thank you for taking me down here. I'm glad we got to talk about this business because, I'm down for it. So thank you for showing me down here.
No, appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, since we are on the south side, stay safe. We're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good.
Honestly, I have never had anything bad happen to me down here. So
there's no way you get kidnapped at least twice a week.
But not down here. Not in the south side. Never. Nobody's ever threatened me down here.
That's
except marbles.
Impressive.
But marbles.
Hallelujah on that one. All right. Well, we'll.
I think they just take the bullshit elsewhere outside of their neighborhood.
Probably.
For harassing other people.
They pull the Fresh
themselves.
Prince approach.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you guys take it easy, and best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kat. All I just let Liz know we're on the way, so we'll
Oh, okay.
ditty on
Okay.
out. I've had my business license in, and it's been suspended pending legislation since like October, November. So is there a fire up ahead of us, or is that no? It's an ambo. Oh shit. It's an ambulance. So now that you've kind of heard about, the business, you want to come work for it when it opens?
Not really.
Oh,
Sorry. It doesn't sound my speed.
it's fun. A lot of detective skill work in there, trying to track people down.
Yeah, but I don't want to like actually apprehend people and
Gotcha.
kind of be law enforcement and not really. It sounds like a lot of babysitting I don't want to do. Which I mean, if you want to do that, like power to you.
Well, if people want to get bailed, it shouldn't be a babysitting journey, so to speak. But
No, for sure. Like I think a lot more people deserve bail and they're denied it just because the cop is pulling in that day, and that's not fair.
yeah, and that's where like the bail amounts being set the way they are for certain felonies and things like that. And, the cop just picks one from there, or a judge just sits there and decides. And it can just be a simple phone call to the judge instead of needing to go before a bail hearing. This thing could get up and move. If they should just put some emergency lights on these things and make all electric PD cars.
That'd be very sneaky.
Never have to refuel in a chase ever again.
If I was a detective again, and I think their UC cars are a lot nicer than cars were, but like, I would use this. Super sneaky.
Well, they never actually gave us the stipend to purchase cars, so we all
See, I had my car, and then no one ever asked for me to give it back, or like I offered to give it, or like I was supposed to give it back, but like everyone was always too busy to do it, so I still have mine.
We ended up just using our own personal vehicle, so the amount of money I spent painting my vehicle every week so that somebody was like didn't know it. Go back one step. There you go.
Is it over here?
Yeah, you just park here and then we walk around the front. The parking is my biggest complaint. So, Lorelei, there's actually no legislation in there for bail, bonds, or fugitive recovery. Bail at the moment is a very fucked system. So, the first legislation that we're pushing through is one with the Speedy Trial Act that mentioned about bail. The next one is a Bail Reform Act where the different pricings apply. And then the final one is the Bail Bondsman and Fugitive
I was also
Recovery
thinking
Act.
maybe just doing bookkeeping, because I like doing that kind of shit too.
You just want to be...
There's just so many options.
The thing is the amount of businesses that could benefit from having an accountant, and there's no accountants around.
Especially because Dockle does audits too.
Exactly.
And then they're like, oh shit, I didn't keep record of anything. Well,
you know what? You should see if you could do that on the side. See how many people actually come to you, and if it starts being like super popular, then just make that, your deal.
Yeah, I don't know how many people would bite for it though. That's the thing.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm terrible with bookkeeping, so I'd fucking hire you in an instant.
Thanks.
Alright, you are going to be looking for the 25th floor, office number 31. Apparently, you already have keys for here? What? Hi.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the offices of Williams and Associates.
Thank you.
Hey, boss. She's contemplating firing me.
I'm not.
I brought someone. She wanted to say hi.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. How are
Good to
you?
Good. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Feels weird not seeing a gun on your side or a badge.
Oh, believe me,
Oh.
it's still on me.
We've
I have other holsters and stuff. This one I just can't do.
okay. That's things that I'm gonna go put my gun in the safe now and.
Good. I'm glad you found a home.
Yeah. No, Kayla and DeAndre are great. I've enjoyed working with them.
Yeah, I like Kayla. I like Kayla a lot. Was the perfect choice, in all honesty, in regards to the PDO.
Oh yeah, she's done a lot to improve it from what it was.
Mhm.
My only gripe with her is I wish that she would break out of her shell a little bit. You know,
Mhm.
she is kind of shy and you know, is always working. And you know, I come from a large group of people that you know they know when to work and they also know when to party hard and you know.
Yeah, I woke
So maybe
up
we
on
can rub off
I
on her.
woke
I don't
up on
know.
a beach, and I don't know how I got to the beach, and I don't know where my shirt went, but I woke up on a beach.
Why are you saying that like you're complaining about it? It sounds
I'm not
great.
complaining. I'm still trying to figure out where my shirt was. It was a $40 shirt.
Well, that's a you problem. I'm not even gonna go to. Why are you paying that much for like a T-shirt? It's a T-shirt, right?
What's your point? I can't look stylish in a t-shirt. I can't feel good about myself. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying you can buy Fruit of the Loom and dress it up. You don't have to spend that much money on a shirt.
You do realize for like most of my adult life, I wore nothing but camis, right? So the fact that I have any kind of dress sense other than dark green and light green, you should be surprised and enlightened.
What the fuck is a cami? That's like a women's like camisole. That's what that sounds like.
Camis is in camouflage. Get with it. Come on, gosh.
Don't use your Australian terminology with me.
It's a universal military term.
I have never ever heard anyone in the military ever fucking use that term.
No, we usually used camo.
Yeah, camo.
Cami, camo, same.
That
It's
makes
an
more
interchangeable
sense.
term.
No, it's not.
You know what? I'm pressing charges.
Do it. You won't.
No balls.
Wow.
See, your problem, Logan, is that you invited me here, and now you have two
Yep.
women.
Yep. Yeah, hold on, I got this. Where is it? Where is it? Nope, 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 nope. Merrick Woods. Who the fuck is Merrick Woods? Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Are you calling to tattle on us, or?
No. And check out.
Don't hurt yourself.
Iggy.
The only one that probably would defend you would be Josh White.
No, and he's not here. I was gonna call Robertson and just be like, "Are you busy? I need a 78."
No, Josh would bend like no tomorrow.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him. Let's put this to the test. Let's see how he feels. Where is he? Here he is. Okay, Josh. Yeah.
This will be rich.
Oh, hey there, bud.
Hey, why do you sound Canadian all of a sudden, bud?
There's my accent. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, no. You know what? A little bit more in the
I
mirror.
don't know how many we've got at the minute.
Are you busy? And well, actually, before you answer whether you're busy, I need to ask: do you bend easily for two strong, independent women?
Do I bend easily for two strong, independent women?
Yeah,
No,
Sounds like a
no
completely
communication.
different thing.
Because you know what? I've realized my phrasing kind of makes this sound like I'm setting up an orgy or something. I first of all just want to say it is not an orgy.
I mean, I'm game.
Okay, so like I may need a 1078 on a male spectrum here because I'm currently in a room with two very independent women that are trying to. You know what? I'm not even gonna finish that fucking sentence because there is no way that doesn't sound dirty.
Are they trying to get with you or something?
No,
worst.
one is okay. First of all, one is my boss. The other used to be our sergeant. So
Oh, so you're with Joe and Elizabeth.
yes, I am, and I kind of needed 1078 on the testosterone level.
Yeah, I might have to say no.
Wow,
on that
you
one,
are gonna
because
bend,
group
you little
6
bitch.
distress call. Well, I'm literally about to get to a group 6 distress call. I'm like 100
Oh,
feet away.
There you
okay,
go.
all right. Well, go shoot straight and don't die.
I shoot straight like everything else.
Oh dear God. Okay, love you. Bye bye. Someone's decided in front of his UC car to rob a Group 6 truck.
Oh, nice.
Goodness.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
That's okay. You put yourself in this position, so you only really have yourself to blame.
What position is that? Because I'm standing straight up. You know what? I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth. Right.
Jesus.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Well, I do have a bar over there, so.
Yeah, pocket apple juice though. You don't have pocket apple.
Pocket apple juice.
Yep. Well, said to him, remind me to pick up some water. And he's like, well, there's a vending machine right there. I'm like, yeah, but I got apple juice.
She wasn't kidding.
Isn't anything wrong with apple juice?
No,
Nope.
but pocket apple juice. It's kind of like pocket sand, except soluble.
Looks like next week I'm going to be sitting on that. Okay.
Okay, so tell it to me straight. How often do you guys get called down to the cells? What do you think?
I don't know, maybe once every few days.
Okay. Because with PDO, I very rarely get called. It's like once every like 2 or 3 days, if that.
Yeah, well,
there's so many of us now. It's like somebody, if they are available, they usually like will get to it.
I'm not surprised, and this is the reason why will tell you why. We heard from one of our clients that PD is going around saying that, oh, there's no lawyers worth their salt a week, so you might as well plead guilty.
Right, and that's what Logan was saying, which isn't fucking right.
No. I believe he talked to Thad, which I know for a fact Thad doesn't give a shit. He won't address it. But I even told Mitch, and he's like, yeah, I'll deal with it. So.
Yeah. Plus, I know
that's part of the problem.
Don O'Hagan, at least, I know, is working pro bono in the cells, which it's kind of like the purpose of
Honestly, that
being
should
in
not be
PDO and being
allowed.
a free service.
Yeah. That should not be allowed for a private law firm to sit there and go sit in the cells.
No,
and...
we are not to be offering pro bono at all. Like, our fees are cheap.
That to me honestly sounds like an ethics violation if he's down there offering pro bono to take work off of government workers in terms of PDO.
Well, you know what else they do? I heard that Schumann's firm, at least, they'll just sit down there near PD with their DOJ friends, and then whenever someone does need a call, they'll call them because they know them. Like Cole and Hall and all of them are close with, like, at least like Don and Schumann and everything.
No,
they'll just call them.
Schumann used to work for the DOJ.
Exactly. So that's why they call them. And that's not fucking right either.
That's a
No.
monopoly on an open market. That's like literally a breach of business ethics, let alone the bar ethics.
Well, that and they they charge an arm and a leg when it's not the cells for like retainer and everything. Which I mean, that's like a whole other thing. Like I believe in free market and you should be able to set your own prices, but healthy competition, which is I was telling Logan, that's why I'm glad you guys are in operation now to give them that competition. You're giving people a cheaper option, and therefore they're going to have to adjust their prices if they're going to compete.
Yeah, so basically, I set my prices for the reason if they don't qualify for a PDO, but also if PDO does not want to take that client, they would send it to me.
Right.
So that's why I set the prices so low, was because of that reasoning.
No, and honestly, like I wish there were more private lawyers that, set better prices and were available more.
Speaking of which, you might hate me.
Why?
I may have mentioned to my friend Ash, who's one of the assistant managers down at PDM, that we offer all kinds of services for retainers, such as legal documentation in court for 20 grand a month, and he's passing it on right now because their other guy won't do anything court related, and they kind of want to save money.
Yeah, no problem. Why would I hate you for that?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, we're busy right now, but I'm not gonna hate you for that.
I'm honestly stuck waiting for a response on both of Mason's things. I have no idea what I'm doing with this other one. Honestly, I feel like just shooting myself in the head on that one.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that thing that we talked about still.
That's as vague as ever.
That's okay. Then you guys talk about it when I leave. But yeah. I've only had like 2 cases since I've joined PDO. That was like maybe 3 weeks to a month ago now. One of them got thrown out because it was atrocious. I don't know what I'm sorry that you hired her and everything, and I'm not meaning anything against you for it, but McGowan is an idiot.
Yeah. I didn't hire her.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
That was 100% Paxton.
Oh.
That was Drake. That was not me. I said yes, but after the last few decisions she made, yeah, I was like, oh, this was a mistake.
You remember that Ruby Jade case I did, Joe? That all went to shit as soon as she touched it. She threw out so much fucking evidence. Even Macklemore threw out evidence because, quote unquote, you need to re-Mirandize if anybody there asks for assistance. Okay, why is Josh calling me? Hello, Josh.
Hello. So the Group 6 distress call, couldn't find anything, so I'll go back to RPD. Whereabouts are you at? I'll go and have a drink.
We're up at the office of the law firm. You guys come up and take a look. I'll send you a ping. It's office 2530.
It wasn't until we talked with the board and he said, yeah, it's not right. Plus the side of the section.
No, it's out near Del Perro Pier. You know the Lom Bank building?
Oh, yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah, so just come down to Lom Bank and office 2531.
Alright, sounds good. I bought a new car as well, so I have to show you that.
Ooh. Alright, cool. Alright, well,
so
we'll see you in a couple minutes.
To get it dismissed, but it shouldn't have been.
Alright, bye-bye.
It shouldn't have gone that far, and that pisses me off.
Well,
Josh is coming to get me back up on the testosterone level.
Yeah, okay. But the other thing, too, is when I was Chief Justice, I got a phone call from the president of the Legion MC, and they called me in regards to a Twitter post she put up on Twitter bashing Legion MC.
Yeah, and like,
it's Travis Ray. Do I want to take this?
She has like, no.
Tell him you're in a meeting.
I tell him that all the time when he calls. I'm just gonna ignore it, and if he calls back, then I'm done in the meeting.
Did I tell you what I do to prevent Travis Ray calls?
Yeah, you answer, and all your last day as a detective go, "Fuck you, Travis Ray," and then hang up.
Basically, no. My last day as a detective, I was like, George, I quit. And he's like, bet. And then I called Travis Ray right there, and I said, Travis, I really don't like working with you. You're a shit lawyer. No one likes you. Call me again. You can go fuck yourself, basically. And it felt so good because all he ever did was like call me all the time. And it's like, dude, there's 311, there's 911. You also work for a news platform, which is questionable with a, bar certification. Like, he just rubs me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that to him, and I told him too, like, I quit PD. And then he called George right after to complain about me. George is like, well, she's not my employee anymore. I can't do anything about it. Sorry. So now he, like, avoids me like the plague. He doesn't speak to me at all, even in, like, public places. I have not once gotten a phone call from him since. It's absolute bliss.
He sent me the letter to get reinstated and everything, and I sat on it for a little while because I just wasn't sure if that was the right move and everything. And then I ended up resigning because I was going to give it back to him and say, you know what? Fuck this. And I was going to fuck over the judiciary and reinstate the fucker.
I love the response
Not your
to
problem.
I put out one of the advertisement tweets. And it's like,
Mhm.
Have you seen the reply? It's
No.
classic. At Logan Stryker, don't by law all legal firms have to fight for their clients?
Wait, what did you put? Oh.
Put out a little advertisement saying, do you need a law firm that's willing to fight for you?
But do they do it right?
Well, I was thinking about going back and saying, while some law firms say that they work for you, they're only interested in the win. We're here to represent you and your rights.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather you not.
Well, I mean, it's not naming anyone. It's not defamatory in any way, shape, or form. It's just saying that there are law firms out there that may only care about their wins.
You'll probably still catch a complaint. Just watch.
Yeah. Schumann would take it personal. Trust me, because that's all he takes is cases that he thinks he can win.
Okay, but again, if I'm not naming anyone directly, how could I possibly get a complaint by, sitting there and,
I'd
So I'll
still
tell
rather
everybody.
you not.
I'll tweet right after you and say it was Logan. He's talking about Schumann. Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
I woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to say it's true or a lie, but the governor kidnapping and everything, Lionel took it on, and Lionel works for Schumann, and he basically told me Gary wouldn't help him with them because he knew he couldn't win it. So, yeah.
I've heard the same thing from Lionel.
Yeah. And that's why I'm helping Lionel with it, even though I really shouldn't, but I am, because the governor pissed me off that much. Because he pardoned Gary Schumann from the contempt of court charges and basically said it was my fault that I got called names from Gary Schumann. So
I thought he was out. I left early for that case. Now, obviously, some of that happened behind closed doors, but Schumann's an idiot.
Yeah, I am, but it is what it is. So to me, it felt like that they were saying that it was okay for them to call the Chief Justice names when she really didn't say anything back.
Okay, how about this one instead? While law firms say they may fight for you, the question is, are they doing it right? With Williams & Associates, no, we'll always fight for your best interests.
That's better.
Yeah, that sounds more like an ad than
and
a
fuck
jab.
Gary Schumann.
Just add that at the end.
just write it in.
Schumann.
Just fuck you, Schumann. Alright.
Fuck you if your name rhymes with Larry Dooman. I don't know.
If your name rhymes with Doo-Doo Man.
We're 5.
He's such a butthead.
It's nice to just let your hair down once in a while, to be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I didn't do that enough as a judge.
Nope, you didn't. But I'm glad you're able to do that now.
Yeah, it's just a different style of things that I'm doing. I'm going against the judiciary now.
Right. And I'm going against PD now most of the time. I whenever I quit and I came back, I was like, I enjoyed prosecuting when I could. And basically I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and be a lawyer. It was either that or a stripper, and I chose lawyer, so you know. So
But you never
basically,
gave
I reached
stripping a
out to-
chance or got any reviews
I
from
mean,
people.
Vanilla Unicorn just opened. Tommy actually works at Cockatoos as a dancer, and he was there last night. I mean, could still be in the cards. But no. So basically, I called the first lawyer that I could to see if I could work as a paralegal for a little bit, and I happened to call is either Kayla or DeAndre. And I didn't realize what PDO was. I don't think a lot of people do. Because like when I left, like it was still in shambles or whatever, or like it wasn't a thing. And and then I realized what it was, and I'm like, oh shit, this is completely different. And I was like, well, do I want to work for PDO or do I want to work for DOJ, which has Cole Gordon and Cassandra Cohen? And I opted for PDO. Like, I like Cole as a person. Cole is a cool guy, but like I've seen him, I've worked with him several times to know he's not the best at his job all the time. He's very good, but there are just some things that I don't like about how he does things.
Exactly.
And that's just me.
No, I'm the same way.
But Cassandra, she can go fucking fuck herself. Like, the amount of things that as a detective I tried to do, and then she has just fucked it up by inserting herself in the situation is insane.
The state knew about the D10s before they were even on the street because she tweeted it out.
Yep. And you know what? She got out of her court case due to technicality. She still had fucking weed in her trunk. Like, fuck off. I don't know. And it just, I don't like her attitude. Like I said, she fucked up a lot of stuff for detectives, and then I don't know. I have all sorts of problems. And the amount of things she said to Kayla, like I guess Kayla had some sort of like corset top or something with her professional wear, and like honestly, if you're wearing like a button jacket, it doesn't really matter. It's so
I wear a corset top all the time.
Exactly. But apparently Cassandra opened her big fat mouth and was like, oh, I didn't know that the courts allow you to wear lingerie. It's like, fuck right off, okay? Who are you to tell someone what they can and cannot wear? When I've seen you in way worse things.
The Chief Justice at the time wore a corset with a jacket on all the time.
Right, and it's like, if you're gonna go bash women for what they wear professionally and not leave it up to their boss to say if it's like okay or not, just fuck right off. But yeah, I have many gripes with her, so I was like, I would much rather like destroy her in court than work with her daily. So
Oh, I'm shitting all over her in court at the well, not even court, in the docket at the moment. I'm just waiting for the verdict.
I don't mind Oliver. He's alright.
Oliver's a nice guy. I like Oliver. But Cassandra went around telling all the criminals and bitching about me to criminals.
I mean, a lot of people bitched about you, but it's because you didn't stand for bullshit, right?
Nope. And criminals,
people don't like that.
And the criminals liked that.
Yeah, but I was like, I got bar certified because the people like the AG's office and the DA's office, they weren't doing it for us. They weren't. If you wanted something done correctly, you had to do it yourself. And like, it sucks that it came to that, but that's why I got my bar in the first place. So
hey, Josh.
It was just.
Hello.
Oh hey.
I really like this place.
I didn't want to work with them. How you
Yeah.
doing?
No, and I understand that. And
I brought everyone bubble tea, by the way.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Donka.
Thank you. But that's the biggest thing right there is just the issues with her completely. You know, like, I'm sorry, but I even got mad at her and threatened her in my courtroom to start acting a lot better.
And that doesn't sound like you.
Her?
No, not at all.
But I mean,
Never.
I still think it's funny that she applied for PD and got denied. It's like, wonder
Oh,
why.
is that? Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Crazy
talking
one, right?
some mad smack.
Yeah, I've heard that story from both sides now.
Yep. But yeah, there was just a lot of things with DOJ I was the coolest. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Okay, I accidentally came across PDO, but you know what? I think it would be beneficial for me to branch out. Obviously, I know things from the cop side. Why not see things from the citizen side? And like, it has helped a shit ton. I mean, people come to me all the time, and I'll have just general conversations with them about the issues that people see with PD and like how they want more transparency and all this stuff. And like, there is a lot of things in PD like that is going on that shouldn't be, but also there's a lot of things that citizens just don't understand, or they don't have the resources to do anything about it. So
and that's the biggest thing right there. Like, I've been noticing it myself on how horrible PD's been.
right, and so when I'm kind of considering, I'm throwing it around. My boyfriend, he's like, you should be a cop again because you can obviously tell that you miss it and that's your passion. And it is. Like, I think once you're law enforcement, that's, or anything really, if you've done it for so long, it's hard to let it go. It's hard to not do the thing that you've been trained to do.
Yes, also.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going back, but offering to do like an HR PR kind of position where I'm more administrative, because Davis and Solis and all them, like, they're door
They're
kickers,
not PR
like
people.
Logan said.
Yeah.
Like they want to get out there and they want to do their job, and like, I understand that completely. But having someone that's dedicated to being available for citizens to ask questions of or make complaints about an officer, someone to mediate like IA, complaints and stuff, because we don't have any
external
mediators.
director of IA is what we need.
Right. And then being able to work with, the public and provide them information, whether it's about their own record or if businesses want to do their background checks.
Yeah.
I think that having that transparency and stuff would help a lot.
Unofficially, I need to ask you a question.
Okay. Unofficially.
Unofficially.
This is all hypothetical. I'm sure that the whole station knows about Christina.
Yep.
I'm
very familiar with that.
Heard a little vicious rumor coming around that she actually did not spend any time in custody and was only given a fine for beating the shit out of Josh. Confirm or deny?
I don't think she was sent to Bolingbrook, if that's what you're asking. I know she was down in the interrogation room with the DOJ and Lana. I think Denozo was down there as well. So I had to take the DOJ down there.
That whole thing is a whole other can of worms that isn't okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's been talking to me about some of the stuff as just someone who isn't a supervisor.
Right.
And trust me, this is, again, off the record, I would have done the same thing to Joshua White many moons ago had I not been in the position that I am.
Really?
I really don't like him.
What happened that caused her to do that? Like,
he was on duty, he reached into her pockets, took out her wedding ring, refused to give it back, so she clocked off and punched him.
Well,
to be fair, if someone had done that to me, I probably would have done the same thing. I probably had a little bit more restraint, but...
Okay, well, I mean, given that she's the one that broke it off and said she wanted the divorce, both had emotions.
Both are in the wrong. No, she was the one that called me asking to represent her in the divorce.
Yeah, because she came to me in PD, she was like, I really don't like my current lawyers. I'm like, who do you recommend? I'm like, well, I'll probably go with these.
Well...
You recommend me? Aw, you're so sweet.
100%.
So, here's the one issue.
100%, you're decent lawyers. You know what you're doing.
I'm still conflicted as to whether or not to do this. And again, this conversation didn't happen. I've had it with Joe and I've had it with Liz. When you made that recommendation and she found out that we had already been contacted by the other party, she decided to give me a call. And I copped, hey Trader, why are you representing him? And then when I was like, look, it's an unfortunate situation, I can't discuss anything with you, thinking she'd respect the professionalism, I literally got, well, you're a fucking traitor, no one likes you down here anymore, are you working at the VU, you dirty whore, with all the other dirty whores? And started just fucking going off. Oh, here we go. An unknown number. 1 sec. Logan Stryker of Williams and Associates. How can I help?
Hi, Logan Stryker. This is Alice Jennifer Allison. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right, Jen. How you doing?
Good. It's to hear your voice again. I have a question for you. Are you actively representing people from sales?
I mean, if no one else is available or they've opted for somebody to give them legal advice, I can definitely do that. The normal first question that I normally ask is whether or not they're wishing for a private lawyer or if they're wanting someone from PDO and whether or not PDO has been contacted first. I'm happy to come down and do it though, but yeah, up to them, because it is usually a $250 consult fee for us.
Okay, yeah, he told me to read him out the list, and he said to call Logan Stryker and see how much he charged because he's poor, apparently.
Okay. Look, I mean, if he's requesting me by name, I can definitely come down. Who, just in case it's one of my clients, can I have his name?
Yes. His name is... 1 second. Clifford hold on. Clifford Camden?
Okay, he's literally seen my tweet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look, if
suspended
he's
and
just
given
been
a straight
arrested, he absolutely has the right to have someone down there free of charge. The state would pay me instead, but if he wants to keep using me afterwards, then it would be a fee. But I'll come down. It's probably gonna take me about 10 minutes to get there.
Okay, we're in Polito.
Oh, you're up at Polito. Okay, it's probably gonna take me a little longer then.
Okay, let me see if he's okay with that.
Alrighty.
Hey, Logan said he's able to assist in this matter. However, he is a little bit away, probably in the city. Are you okay with waiting for him to be here?
It's entirely... Why a personal situation?
No, I'm okay with it. I
don't know.
Well, I haven't looked up
when
the
me and Bree get married,
charges
that
of the
happens with,
report yet, so to give me the exact time.
I mean...
Okay, he said he'll wait.
Alright, not a problem. Well, I'll be on up there as quick as we can.
31, and she's 21, but she's
Alright,
gone
thanks,
through a
Jen.
lot already.
Bye.
But I think we're both mature enough people to know that if that happened, we both just get on with it because we're both professional people. Like, why would we want to risk our entire careers for?
That's the same with me and Mitch. Like exactly the same. And now I probably won't get to see him much with him going to be sheriff. So.
I didn't know you and Wheat Kings were a thing.
Happened for ages. How were you a fucking detective and not know that?
I didn't know that. I don't really get into people's personal lives until people come up and tell me.
Mitch and I actually had it hidden for about 4 months that him and I were dating each other.
Hey, Stryker, you needing a ride, did you say?
Yeah, I need a ride up to Polito. The guy that I tweeted apparently is under arrest and would like me to represent
Alright, okay, no, you and I will go. I've got my car here.
Oh, you've got your car? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go get into something a little bit more...
Take us on this tea. I don't know who this is for, but it's just
it was one for everyone. Yeah, one for everyone.
Oh, okay. Alright, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna put my pass out.
Okay.
I'm gonna head home.
I'm gonna go back to the office and sit there and be sad.
I tried to get you. I tried to get it, but he requested me specifically, Joe. I tried to pass him off to you.
All good, man. You do your thing. I'm not gonna have any bad feelings towards you guys, not one bit.
Alright, take it easy.
Alright, Josh, thanks for coming, man. We missed you.
No problem.
Oh, she's running. Fuck, she's running.
Yep. Go, go, go.
Man, this reminds me of the time we had... Oh, no, it was Sally and me that had to run.
Go, go, go. I know, I miss Sally and us running in heels and doing things.
The funny thing is, I may have stolen my shield, and I may have had it in my pocket in these pants last time I had it, and I kind of put it on for a second.
Oh god. Alright, good luck, guys.
Danke.
Fucking kill it.
To Palito Bay.
Alright, there we go.
Yay! Yeah, we're off to Palito.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I can't believe the guy that tweeted is the one. I'm like, can I have the guy's name? Clifford Camden? Logan, Stryker, Williams Associates.
Hey, Mr. Clifford is no longer requesting a lawyer.
Oh, of course he's not. That's a hell of a thing. Well, we're already up halfway up the GOH. Just out of curiosity, what was he looking at?
He had a warrant out for his arrest for uttering threats.
Oh, for uttering threats. Okay. So he wanted a lawyer, then all of a sudden doesn't. So, okay.
I'm not sure. Mr. Clifford, are you sure you don't want the lawyer? Okay. He's getting 40 months for uttering threats, is what he wanted me to tell you, so I guess he's not really worried about it.
40 months for uttering threats? That seems a bit much. Isn't uttering threats only 15 months?
I think there's other factors leading into it. It appears to be uttering threats towards LEO and DOJ, two civilians, and it states on the warrant itself to not give him any time off.
Who's the warrant by, out of curiosity?
Officer,
So yeah, uttering threats is only 10 months, so I'm interested to see who put out the warrant, because it's not a stackable charge.
let me see the officers are involved.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Take your time. We're literally around the corner anyways.
So, let me see if the officers are even around. Okay, I would recommend you probably come in. I'm gonna call my supervisor.
Yeah. Alright, not a problem. We're probably about a minute and a half out anyway, so we'll, I'll let you know when we're in the lobby.
Sure.
Alright, Jen, appreciate you. See you soon. 40 months for uttering threats towards Leo and DOJ. Warrant got issued by somebody saying no time is to be given off. But you can't stack uttering threats.
Uttering threats is only a one-time charge.
Yeah. So at most, he should be spending 10 months and $200.
10 months. Yeah.
I know that he was probably playing a joke because of the fact that I was on Twitter and he's like, oh, sure, call this guy, and now he doesn't want us making us drive up this way, but we're probably about to make his day.
Mm-hmm.
And charge him $250 for it.
Mm-hmm. The light was green.
Yep. And there's a fucking D10 right there. Okay. Well, I don't get why they're driving D10s all over the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is like Gotham City 2.0.
Hmm. I have not been in here yet. Oh, yeah. Nope. That would be totally a big nope. That is definitely not something that would have happened while I was in the judiciary.
What?
The Dolores pillow.
Oh, dear Jesus.
Yep. That is so unbecoming of a judge. She's making a mockery of the judiciary.
Hey, Jen, we're just in the lobby right now.
Oh, okay. See if I can get done. Okay, 1 second, let me go up there.
Okay, no problem.
Hey, I'm gonna go upstairs and get the lawyer that was originally on the way real quick. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Williams.
Hi.
You guys gonna come down?
Yeah, for sure.
You got your hoodie on and everything. You still feeling a little cold?
Yes, I like the heat, you know.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the heat.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, I reached out to my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to my supervisor, and he said that because there was not just one person that he did uttering threats to, it was it's 4 counts of uttering threats against, I guess, 4 civilians, and apparently that's not stacking.
Yeah,
It
threats
is.
it is.
So.
Who did you talk to for your supervisor?
Shit, Lieutenant Denoza.
Of course.
Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Now
no,
here's the thing:
yeah.
if he's not requesting any legal representation, I would advise you guys enlighten him about that. Maybe change his mind a little bit. But if he's not requesting it, I guess if he wants to plead guilty to it, then I don't know. I'd recommend you try and enlighten him a bit about the law. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he originally wanted a lawyer would indicate that he was at least wanting to speak with somebody. So, we're happy to have that discussion. But, yeah, it's literally not stackable. So,
is there anywhere that it states that in the penal code?
I mean, it's within the written definition of itself, knowingly uttering and conveying and causing a person to receive a threat, death, or bodily harm or destruction of property. If they were all present at the same time, it's one event. Now, and unless they're alleging that it was multiple events that occurred over a space of different times, then I could potentially see that. But if all of these are at the one event, it's one count. It's not per person.
Okay, let me see. Let me just look at these times. So it looks like it all happened on Twitter. And all within like 15 minutes, within 15 minutes, I want to say, of the uttering threats on Twitter.
Everybody utters threats on Twitter.
See, yeah, I mean, I've had warrants thrown out for that on Twitter when I was an MCD. The other thing too, under definitions 25, instances, and stacking. In case of subsequent charges, there must be enough time between the alleged crimes to be sufficient to charge the same charge. So if it's all happened within 15 minutes, all in Twitter, I wouldn't say that's sufficient time, because that's a very small slice. Twitter itself, while certain things are admissible, the amount of we're literally talking about a public forum where people may express their own feelings and thoughts.
Freedom of speech.
It's technically under freedom, and now it's not like he's got a photograph in there of a dead body. It's not like he's pointing a pistol at anybody or things like that. It's yeah.
Right. So I recommend you take this information.
Yeah. No.
Explain
Definitely
that
have
to
a word to
him.
him.
Maybe change his judgment and let me know if he says, "Okay, I want to be represented." Because at this point, it's kind of pointless if we're having this
No. I
conversation if he
get
doesn't
you.
want to speak to a lawyer.
No. I get that, but also,
Yeah.
our job as well is to help educate you
Right.
guys and make sure that everything's on the level. It's the checks and balances of the system.
Right.
Because I'm going to be perfectly frank. If this came across my desk as a judge, I would have thrown it out.
See.
But yeah. All right.
Understandable.
So that's Mr. Camden in there in the red with the gloves. Okay.
Yep.
Why is he dressed like a doctor?
Says he was on a party.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Halloween party. Yeah.
Halloween in January. Fuck yeah. All right.
Yeah. Let me know if he changed his mind about being represented.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right, Mr. Camden. So, look, we understand you originally asked to speak to a lawyer. We're already on the way when you decided to change your mind.
It felt fishy. I don't know what's happening here.
Okay, so whenever you asked to speak with a lawyer, you chose me specifically. I'm Logan Stryker. You asked for me to come down, so I'm the only one that's going to turn up for you. So it's not like they're pulling a prank on you or anything like that. You, under the Constitution, have right to legal counsel before entering in a plea. So have they gone through and let you know exactly what you're being charged with, things like that?
They said one charge of uttering threats, 40 months.
Okay, so it's kind of incorrect in the way that they've explained it. Now, we're happy to fight for you on this one because we very much think that we can do something here. We just need you to advise them that you have retained legal counsel. You don't have to pay us anything at the moment. We will sort out any payments, things like that later, or the state may even pay us depending upon what your finances are. So don't worry about money right now, but if you want us to represent you and see what we can do here, we're happy to do it.
Could you get me off or something?
I mean, depending upon what's going on, but the problem is we can't talk to you about a lot of stuff unless you actively
All right.
take
I want
us
you to be
on.
my lawyer, please.
Okay. So just gonna need to get the officer over here so that she can confirm that you've said that. Otherwise, we're kind of taking up their time. So 1 second.
All right.
All right, Jen. Sorry, he wants to have a word to confirm that he's taking us
Hello,
on
miss.
with
How
you.
you doing?
He wants to have a word.
He
to
just
what
wants
now?
you to, yeah. So basically, he wants to take us on. He wants us to take him on as a client. He just wants to confirm that with you so that you are 100% across it.
Oh, I mean, if he wants to be under
Yeah,
your
just
wing,
whether you
I
need to
don't.
hear him say it or not. That's.
Hold on, let me turn my radio off. This is
Sorry, I've
kind of
got
crazy.
Cyrus giving me a call here. Hey, Cyrus, it's Logan. What's up?
Hey, are you busy at the moment?
I'm just up at Polito in the cells with a cell-side client, but I can give you a call back shortly.
Well, actually, can I just make it quick? Because I gotta go to bed here.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So with this complaint you submitted, we're looking to maybe get the hearing scheduled for tomorrow.
Refresh my mind. The ethics complaint, or
Yeah, the ethics complaint, yeah.
yeah, okay. Look, I'll be around tomorrow. Usually after 8 p.m. EST. I can try and be available a little earlier if you need.
Okay, alright, I'm not sure if we're gonna do that for sure, but I just want to see who's available so I know which one to schedule. But
Okay.
I'll let you go, I know yourself, so I'll give you an email if there's anything.
Yeah, just shoot me an email and we'll coordinate from there. Appreciate it.
I do appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Cyrus. Bye. Okay, so you're happy that he's acknowledged to us that he's good to go, or wants us to represent him? Okay.
Yeah, I just need to get in contact with my supervisor again.
Okay, no problem. I'll go over, keep discussing things with him. If you need us, just come grab us, all right? Okay, so, now that we're officially working for you, what we've been told is that you made some threats over Twitter. Is that correct?
I think I maybe once.
Okay. Now, was it only ever aimed at one person, multiple people? Did it go backwards and forwards?
I think I just made a joke on Twitter and that was it. It was at Cole Gordon.
It was at Cole Gordon. Okay. What was the wording of the joke specifically?
Like, I think it was my face when I killed Cole Gordon. Like the funny text, my face when.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you didn't mean any harm or to.
I've never met the guy. I just see his posters and his fucking bus all around. I thought he was a scumbag, but I'm not gonna kill him. Come on.
Okay. Alrighty. So was there anyone else that you tagged or aimed that at, or that responded that you responded to?
Not that I recall, but I'm an old man.
Okay. So at the moment, they're alleging that there is multiple people. So we're looking at the moment 4 people that you threatened over Twitter to either cause harm or death to. However, the linchpin of this is that they allege everything took place in a 10 to 15 minute window. Now, by the very fact of what you said to us here, where you said, my face when I killed Cole Gordon, even though you may have meant it in humor, it may not be, especially by a campaigning candidate, be interpreted that way. So he does have an ability in this circumstance to potentially lodge that.
I was
So
instructed by my supervisor.
Right. So what do you
to
suggest we do
process
here?
them by the warrants, and if you guys want to dispute it in court, obviously you can do that. The arresting officer would have to speak on behalf in regards to those charges being stacked.
The thing is, we're probably going to make him plead not guilty anyway, so we want bail for him.
Okay. So my understanding from last briefing is that we're going to be following our current bail conditions until the SOBs has been updated.
Which is,
okay.
Remember, I was a judge, not law enforcement.
Let me see here. I have to
So
look at that.
basically, bail can be up to 75, if I remember correctly, between 50 and 75% of the maximum fine. Standard conditions can be applied. However, if it's a particularly violent crime, she can refuse to provide us bail at the moment, in which case we'd need a judge for a bail here.
Yeah, but it's uttering threats. It's not a serious crime, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy with whatever bail you guys would like to do this. I not really familiar with how the bail system thing works. So if you guys could enlighten me on how this process works, unless
Basically, if you grant him bail, you invoice him the money.
Okay.
Usually it's just a fine that he's being charged.
Okay.
And then you set the bail conditions. Likely the bail conditions are you can't carry a weapon, you can't be around felons. You know, the basic bail conditions that are in the law enforcement portal under bail.
Okay, let me pick this up. So his fine is going to be $800.
Okay.
Okay, let me go have a chat with him. Okay, so, Ms. Cannon, what's going to happen here, okay? They are not going to entertain any negotiation. They want to push the full warrant. My recommendation to you is to plead not guilty. And what we'll do is then we'll get you out on bail. As long as you follow the bail conditions, we'll get a trial set up for you, go before the judge. There is a very strong likelihood we'll either get things greatly reduced down, if not dismissed against you. Okay? So if you're happy to do that, we can officially put in a plea of not guilty. They'll ask you for, I believe it's approximately $800 in bail. They'll give you the conditions. Just stick to those. We'll give you our number if you want us to keep representing you. If you don't have enough money, we can also recommend a public defender to you as well.
What's a no contest?
Okay, no contest is where you go serve the full time, full fine, and then you appeal the decision. So you still can go before the court, but you don't have to. It gives you 30 days to make that action there.
Would be
What's the difference between no contest and not guilty?
His bail is $800.
So the no contest, you go to Bolingbrook right now. You serve your 40 months. You pay the $800 fine, and then after you get out, you have up to 30 days to say, yeah, I want to fight this. And basically you appeal the decision saying you don't believe it was correct. Not guilty is where you absolutely say that this is incorrect. They've got the wrong guy. You didn't do the crime. We get you out on bail. We lodge where we would then put a docket up for you, or the police would. We would then say, or get a lawyer who's representing you to then put in that they're representing you. It goes before a judge. As long as you stick to the bail conditions, you don't go to prison at all until after the trial if you're found guilty. If you're found not guilty, everything gets dismissed and you go home. So if you don't want to go to jail at all, that would be the best way to do it. But honestly, when I sit here and say that there's a lot that can be done here and potentially even have it dismissed, I'm not kidding you. And this is something that easily we could contest a lot of stuff in court.
Alright, let's do that. Let's do that.
Not guilty with the bail? Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, he's happy to enter in not guilty with the bail. So.
Okay.
Okay, so he's pleading not guilty with the $800 bail thing. Okay. His time is 40 months. Does that mean he still goes for the 40 months? Or I think
no. So he walks out of here right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Now the standard conditions that you have there, he needs to be made aware of those so that he can comply.
Okay.
And one of those is usually if he commits another crime, he will be held on the 9s for this charge, and the other one I believe gets doubled.
Okay.
So because this is still going to go to court regardless. So.
All right, and just to reiterate, this is just currently in place until the SOPs are updated.
Yeah, so with the speedy trial, there's a few changes to bail, but because that is still to be implemented, it will be under the old system. That's right.
Okay, gotcha. Ready. All right, Clifford. So, a part of you being on bail, I do have to inform you of some rules. All right, are you listening with me? Okay, so the rule states as follows. The defendant will not be allowed to carry a firearm. The defendant may be searched at any time with reasonable suspicion and the absence of probable cause. Any further crime while on bail will result in the defendant being remanded to Bolingbrook until their trial and result in double the maximum sentencing.
I understand.
Okay. Failure to attend trials will result in forfeit of the bail. In addition, you may receive a default guilty judgment and may be charged with contempt of court.
I understand.
Okay. So your bail conditions are states it's gonna be $800. Sorry, your bail fine is gonna be $800. So if I can get your contact info to me, I can give that bill to you, and then you'll be on your way. And I can give you your knife back once we exit the facility.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I just sent that to your thingy. If you can look on your phone for me, accept that.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay.
So do you gotta keep this money? I was just working here.
No. This goes to the government.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is you pay the money to the bail, they let you out. You show up at court, and you do not get put into Bolingbroke for the nines for your court case. You will then get your money back. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Also, the other conditions are you cannot carry a firearm around with you. They can search you under reasonable suspicion. They don't need probable cause as you're out on bail. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm trying to remember all that off the top of my head because it's been a while since I spouted that.
You're good. So I'm gonna get you out of here, and I will make sure to update your profile as well as the police report. Is there anything you guys need on my side in regards? Okay.
No, just make sure you let the person that filled out the warrant that they need to file the paperwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've got
Gotcha.
the 48 hours to do so. And Clifford, just remember to stick with those things and give us a call probably tomorrow. We'll get you all hooked up and taken care of, all right?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Not a problem. Now, did you, just in case, I'll give you my number here. I think I gave it to you before, but just in case. There you go. You should have my card there, and that'll...
All right. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. We're stuck in here. I need keys.
Yeah.
We don't have keys.
No, we don't have. I never had keys to sell when I was a judge.
I'm a free man.
With those conditions.
Yeah, I was just driving back from a costume party and got pulled over, you know? Shit happens.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. A good thing we're able to come in and actually give you a hand, and as long as you stick to everything there, we will get you through the court system as well.
How long
Hey,
can
I'm a part of the contribution too. You know, if I wouldn't have got you guys to come down here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Change his
Team
mind
effort.
a little bit.
Team effort.
I appreciate you guys.
No problem.
All good. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks.
So how long is it going to be till this court case happens?
They have is the Speedy Trial Act that they have to follow.
Yeah, so...
what does that mean?
So they've got 2 days to put it on the docket, which is where a judge gets appointed, and then the trial has to start within no more than 10 days. So it's going to be pretty quick for you.
All right, sounds good.
All right. As I said, give us a call tomorrow. We'll get you all squared away. As I said, if you can't afford us, that's perfectly fine. We do also have PDO that we can put you in touch with, so don't worry about that. Alrighty?
All right, I appreciate you.
Not a problem, my man.
Alrighty. Where's your car?
My motorcycle is at Hayes.
Oh, motorcycle? Oh, okay. There's a Hayes here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Alright, my map is not working, so...
Go here, take a left. Like, up to the lights,
Yeah.
and take a left.
Alright, once I get you over to your motorcycle, I think I'm gonna head home, crawl into bed.
Yeah. Well, I got a call from Cyrus that the ethics committee hearing for Gary Schumann may be happening tomorrow. For the one that we put in about him
Contacting our client.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But yeah, I am gonna head home. We'll probably have to have a powwow tomorrow anyway and go through all the different cases and what we've got going on. Take a left here. Supposedly, it's right there.
Ooh, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, I will see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Should be wearing a helmet.
I normally do. All right, guys and girls. We are gonna. Yeah, of course I made it there. Where else was I gonna go? And I made it back to the office at least. That's the main part. So, guys, we are gonna call it here for today. I know it's nice and early. We've only been gone for 3 and a bit hours, but one, it's starting to get hot. Two, that last guy kind of blew my brains a little bit. And three, my lungs hurt. So, thank you everybody for coming on through. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys continue to enjoy Logan Stryker Attorney at Law. Sounds like a really cool game, really, when you think about it, doesn't it? I feel like there needs to be like objection. Yes, we do. If you want to do it outside of character, you can always come into our Discord. You have my Discord, so just pop in there if you feel like it. Otherwise, there's always tomorrow. We gotta do that thing for that thing. But yeah, bye guys. Like waving.